You're right. Good thing I just started. I didn't say anything of importance yet. That was just me doing some quick troubleshooting. I'm glad you said something though, because I did not notice. All right, let's do it. Demo data. Do you? Oh, I didn't play the demo. Photosensitive epilepsy warning. This is the usual stuff. If you have epilepsy, chill the fuck out. Maybe don't watch this potentially. I don't know. Panic Arcade. So I've seen a little bit of this game. I watched Moist play the demo whenever the hell that was. This is my first time playing it though. This is a somewhat blind playthrough. Let's do it. I think it's supposed to be kind of welcome. I hear you like to gamble. No need to panic. Here you can play and forget about the world outside. Now, do you need me to explain how things work around here? Yeah, realistically. Alright, listen carefully. I won't repeat myself. This is where you deposit the coins you earn. If you can't deposit enough coins within the given number of rounds, well, you'll find out. At the end of every round, you'll earn interest based on your current deposited coins. Keep depositing to earn more. And if you deposit all the debt early, I'll reward you 4 Clover tokens for every round left. Okay. I just found out about this game from Steam when I booted up. Yeah, I think it just came out like a couple days ago. Now, the slot machine. You'll decide how many spins to do for each round. At the end of each round, you'll also receive 1 Clover ticket, even more in certain conditions. Remember to spend your Clover tickets to buy Lucky Charms. They improve your odds of surviving. The store restocks for free whenever you manage to deposit the required coins at the ATM. Well, I'm done talking. You won't remember it all of it anyways. He's damn right. I'm already forgetting shit. Okay? So, I think you have to pay money, though, to start the round, right? So I start off with 13 coins. All right, and this also tells me, like, what I'm earning. Let's look around. Let's look at a couple of things before we start. Can I interact with any of this stuff? We got some cool unnamed pills, like an egg with headphones or something back there. Some tape, some pens. What is this? Oh, that's the menu. No, 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 no. Whoops. Okay. Disgusting, like, recycling bin full of, like, mysterious meat. Awesome. That's your final reward? I still haven't decided when you'll get it. Oh, that's cool. Little credits. The toilet. Let's take a shit. Oh, fuck. Awesome. I got poop in a jar. Looks like you discovered a new lucky charm. Check out the terminal to learn more. Can I get pee in a jar too? Can I miss the toilet? No, it won't let me. Cool. So that's a couple items unlocked there. Take a piss and dump. Awesome. What's this? Congratulations, you unlocked number 2, you unlocked number 1. Okay. Okay, so we'll learn more about these items as we play. It's a phone. Don't trust everyone. That's true. That's true. You can't gamble without the lucky meat bin. Golden treasure. 25% chance for treasures to have the golden modifier. Whenever 3 patterns trigger during a spin, you earn money equal to your current interest. Triggers randomly 1 extra spin, then luck +4 for that spin. Green pepper triggers randomly luck +7 for the current spin. Discard after 9 activations. Well, should I even spend my clovers? I kind of like this. 10% though is not anything crazy. Maybe we wait. Maybe we wait. Let's just actually try it first. How many spin? Oh yeah, because you do need to use clover tickets. Let's do Oh no, you get clover tickets. I see. Let's do 7 spins. All right. So, what does the red button do? What does this do? Doesn't do shit. Okay. Oh, there we go. Cool. Solid 4. Has anyone here actually ever gone to like a casino? Have you ever played slots before? I've never once in my life actually played slots. I don't think I've ever really like gambled before. Like I guess like If you count like gotcha shit or something, sure. But oh, my debt is 75. I have 10 coins. This is not looking good. Okay, you know what? Maybe we do buy something here real quick. Let's get the green pepper and the coin. Fuck it. Okay, yeah, let's try this out. Only ever done blackjack, but man, do old men love the slots to talk to me again in like 30 years. That's true. Yeah, maybe once we're old enough, we'll really love it. Oh my goodness! Whoa. Okay, now we're talking. Hey, okay. You know, I'm starting to think I get the appeal. I'm starting to understand why these old men like slots so much. That was satisfying. Hell yeah. I think we might pay off our debt yet. I like the sound design. It's got this kind of like chunky sound to it. Fuck yeah. Okay, that was pretty good. So 1 round left. We need 11 more. I almost want to risk. I almost want to spend. Hold on. Whenever 3+ patterns trigger during a spin, you earn money equal to your current interest. I don't think that's really good for me right now, but that could be later. Now we'll wait. I'm almost wondering if for oh yeah, I guess I can deposit a bunch of my stuff. We only need uh hello, Dinzy. What's going on? Oh wait, that was it? You've been left behind too? What do you mean? And here's your deadline bonus. Don't say I didn't treat you. No rapture for you? Oh, of course not. You think I was gonna get raptured? You've heard the shit we've talked about on here. By the way, the cost to play slot machine increases after every deadline. Oh, fuck. Oh. Is there something you want to talk about? I need supplements, double the value of lemons and cherries. Please don't throw my stuff away. Increase charm space by 1 permanently. That goes crazy. Can I eat something? Lucky charms at the store are discounted by 2 tickets till the next restock of the store. That's really good. Both of those. Trigger randomly. Maybe I go for the discount. Nah. Now let's do the +1. That's up to you, not me. Interesting data. It's okay, Dingy. It's okay. You know, you always... It's just a shock when it happens, right? The rapture finally gets around and you think, oh, of course I'm going to be raptured. But no. No. Give as many... Oh. I fucks with that, yeah. Triggers randomly 20% luck +5 for the current spin. Discard it for 12 activations. Yeah, I'll cop it. Why not? Is that Ame I see? I can't remember who the fuck Aspect is. Or is that Father Mounter's YouTube thing? I keep forgetting people's fucking YouTube names. Father, okay. Everyone's YouTube name is completely different from their Twitch name. Oh, what's the game? Yeah, so it's you're like stuck in a cell and you're essentially gambling to get out. Like you're gambling to buy your way out of it before you get killed. Oh, fuck yeah. That's fair. It's like how Crow, his name on Facebook is like some random woman. It's not even his name. It's a completely different person's name. Holy shit. Damn. I got a jackpot? Okay. I'll take that. Shit. Okay, hold on. Back up for a second. Can I... Well, do I have to do all my spins first? Um, But yeah, Crow on Facebook, his name is just not even his name because he made the account for someone else originally, and then they didn't want it, I guess. And so he just kept it, but he also kept the name, and I told him how to change his name on Facebook, and he just didn't do it. So his name is just some random woman to this day. Holy fuck, man! You know I'm starting to understand the appeal. I think I'm starting to yeah. I think I might go gambling. Well, I mean, what do I have to lose? Then again, what do I have to gamble with? Holy shit! If only that one fucking cherry wasn't there. 454 is crazy. He's just role playing as a woman. That you know what? Maybe you're right. He doesn't want to admit it. So the debt is 200. Yeah, we can pay that off right the fuck now. You can now encounter the pattern 666. If you score at the slot machine, you'll lose all your money earned in that round. You now need to reach the amount of 666. Hey, hello, hello. Winning's what matters most, am I right? Give me back my money, double your coins, set your tickets to 0. Fuck that. There's nothing to eat but mold. Halves the base chances to manifest lemons and cherries permanently, then apply the devious trait plus 0.6% of seeing a 666 to a random equipped charm. Fuck. 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 These are all bad things. I guess if I had to choose one, I would choose there's nothing but mold. Yeah, I'm getting fucked here. So, isn't that edible? Ah, fuck. Okay. Pattern with fruits, triggered additional time, discard after 7 rounds. Triggered by red button. During this round, all patterns with yellow symbols will trigger an additional time. Oh, whenever you see at least one pattern with 4 plus symbols during a spin, increase all patterns by their base value until the end of the round. Not sure what that means. Symbol multiplier. This bonus grows by 1 whenever 5 plus patterns trigger during a spin. How many spaces do I have? I can get 4 more things, but 2 of my things are going to go away at some point anyways. Because they're timed. I'm going to buy all 3 of these. Fuck it. I'm going to go gamble my house away. Well, I mean, a true gambler wouldn't lose their house, you know? You'll be fine. I might deposit a bunch of my money real quick just so, because I don't think I can spend money on anything other than the slot machine, right? So let me deposit a good amount so I don't accidentally lose any. I did not mean to deposit that much. Whoops. Didn't realize it was increasing. Oh my goodness. I think I just fucked myself by accident. Uh-oh. Let's go gambling. Okay. Oh, nice, nice. Spicy pepper. I really feel it didn't feel like I got any luckier there. These have all been kind of butt cheeks. Oh, double pepper. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's trigger the P for the last thing. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah. 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 That's what I'm talking about. Shit. No problem at all. Yeah, I guess one of the abilities must be to just blow up this entire building. Which, hey, you know what? I feel like you kind of win at that point. If you go to a casino and then like open your vest and there's like a nuclear bomb strapped to your chest, I think you just win that. Like the house kind of just has to fold. Nothing they can do. All right, who's on the phone? Any news? Can you give me some energy drink? Restore all charges on all charms triggered by the red button. I only used 1. I'm gonna go all in. Triple the value of the 7. Ooh. I need supplements double. Honestly, let's do the all in. Ever heard of the sunk cost fallacy? You ever heard about sunken my nuts into your fat assy? I don't know. You guys can click off the stream if you want. That was just. I don't even know what that was. Grandma's purse. Interest increases by 15%, but decreases by 3% after every round. Eh. Cherry picture. Cherries manifest more often. I mean, we need more yellow shit. During every spin, increases all symbols by their base value for every pattern triggered after the second one. Resets at the end of every round. How many do I have left? I only have one slot. When do these run out? 3 left. 6 left. This is permanent. Thanks, Dinzy. Thank you, Dinzy and Father. I appreciate it. You know, I was pretty much just gonna retire, but if you guys say it's good, then. Ooh, whenever 3+ patterns trigger during a spin, you earn money equal to your current interest. 46, but it has the obsessive trait. Every last pattern triggers one more time. I might cop that, but I'll have to get rid of something. There's only 3 left on that. This only lasts 3 deadlines. So it's going to go after this anyways. Honestly, throw away. I don't need it. And we're going to buy the lucky cat. Okay. Man, I hope I don't fucking get a 666 on one of these. I saw a clip of someone where they got like a full screen of 7s. And then immediately after got a 666 and lost all the money they earned on that, on the previous fucking roll. Ooh. Going all in. Piss jar. Go. That didn't work. Oh, double pepper. Fuck yeah. Piss jar. Not you, though. Yeah, ideally, right? You know, I have you guys. You guys are my lucky charms. I'll be fine. When have I ever been unlucky? You know? Okay, don't deposit all of it. Okay, we'll stop right there. I'm pretty much like the least unluckiest guy ever, right? I'm not lucky. I'm just not extremely unlucky, if that makes sense. Ooh. Ooh, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. That's amazing. 3,632 on that. Please, for the love of anything holy, if should it exist, any sort of higher being, do not fuck me right after I just said that. I'm holding my breath. I'm pretty close to finishing this current deadline. I think I needed 2,000 something, and I have more than enough now. Okay, we're good. We're good. That would have been if I had gotten a fucking 666 after getting that jackpot. That would have sucked so bad. All right, that's another deadline finished. Oh, seems like a fair amount to reach for your final reward. So I need 12,500 to be able to just buy my freedom. I can do that. Any news? Gold and diamonds are a good investment. I'm feeling lucky. This time I'm getting on green. Add the Florida trait. +2 clover when deadline ends to a random lucky charm you have equipped. I mean, we're about to end the game. I don't know how useful that'd be. I don't know how if this game works where like after I complete a run, like my first run, if it continues. I'm sure I'm not gonna just beat the game now, but I'm not sure exactly how it works. Let's do gold and diamonds are a good investment. Not if you gamble them away. Well, but then I get them back. So did we lose any of our things yet? No. We have one more turn on the green pepper. Immediately earn 30% of the debt amount, and it doesn't take space. So that's just free money. Yeah, I'll take it. 2 spins per round could be nice too. But what do I get rid of if I were to do that? Let's do a round, and then we'll buy that after the fact because that pepper will go away after this next round. Oh wait. Let me deposit a bunch of this shit though. Just yeah, that should be good. All right. You know what? Let's balls to the walls right off rip. Immediately start pouring the piss jar onto the thing. I mean, could have been better. Could have been worse. Oh, I wish I used piss jar here. Okay. Ooh, a beautiful 777. It's kind of making a little bit of like a beat there. Not fantastic round, but like not awful either. Oh no, it's gone. Yeah, that wasn't too bad because we're already at 10,000. So actually, we win. We win. I'm gonna buy the item just in case it does continue after this. But yeah, we just win. I can just deposit the stuff. And it looks like you earned your reward. Go get it. Wow. Surely it's not that simple, though. What's happening? Life gave me 11 lemons. Now, lemons are like, I think, the least valuable thing, right? Can I eat something? Lucky Charms at the store, discounted by 2 until the next restock. Add the Gambler tree. Gain 1 free restock every deadline to a random Lucky Charm you have equipped. Ooh. That's every deadline. Let's do that. Is this still fun? That's not the right key. It goes to these drawers. Oh. Well, maybe I can find freedom on the other side of one of these drawers. Which one should we do? Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. I'm partial to the right side, personally. But, you know, I don't want to make this decision alone. Oh, yeah, I guess we'll just have to keep gambling. What is that? Oh, that's my, okay. I'm really thinking about, hold on, where's my, oh, my piss jar did recharge. Bottom right? Okay. Do you want to keep playing? Is that, well, I think I have to. I like your winner mentality. Go on. It's just a drawer. You can put things inside of it. Oh. That's it? Damn. That, I got scammed. I got, I got played. I got bamboozled. Damn. I might put the fake coin in a jar. Because it's not bad, But it also hasn't helped us that much, and it has a pretty big downside if that one thing triggers. Grants 7 luck for the last thing, and then it's like trying to get out. It's like fighting to get out. No, fuck you. If a lucky charm triggers during a spin, raise the bonus by 1. If nothing triggers, reset this bonus. Some of Father's texts get flagged for some reason. That's weird. I think it's like YouTube's actively trying to go against them in your war to be #1 in chat. That's YouTube trying to give you the advantage, Dinzy. You really don't know when to stop. Well, I thought I did know when to stop, but the door didn't open, so I guess I do not know when to stop. That's up to you, random voice. Where the hell did my piss jar go? I thought I had charges for it. Why isn't it letting me use it? Oh. 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 But it stopped. I feel like there was more there. Ah, shit. Classic YouTube. Oh no! That one ran out too? Okay, that was not the best round, but that's fine. I think I might put my piss jar away. Oh, it has to fully charge all the way up to be used again. Okay, well, we lost a pepper as well. They took your shoes? Honestly, you got off lucky if all they took was your shoes. I know a guy who was stripped down into everything but his, underwear. And all he did was, use an ad blocker. They just caught him. That was scarily close. I don't like the fucking jump scare it does whenever a 6 shows up. Man, what happened to my luck? Did putting that fucking coin away really do this much to fuck me? Yo, chill out with these 6s, man. Oh, I think we're fucked. We only got 1 round. I don't think we've made nearly enough. I need this piss jar to come in clutch, dude. We're gonna start off strong. Piss jar, go. That was the weakest fucking possible start. Oh, it's so over. It's so over. YouTube got hands. Oh, it's so over. We're gonna have to get the craziest fucking last spin possible. Oh, that was butt cheeks. Oh no. Fuck. No, no, let me out. Let me out. Please, somebody on the phone. Let me take a shit. Oh, I'm peeing. I pressed the wrong one. I didn't even get to finish my piss. Damn. You know, that was not a bad run, though. Alright, guys, I got my shoes back, but they took my left eye. I don't think we... Yeah, honestly, that is a super unfair trade. What is this, fucking, loan shark? Goodness gracious. Holy fuck, we got a lot of items. Damn. I can't believe that. Honestly, that thing didn't really help us much. Patterns multiplier plus 1 for every... Oh, well, that's useless for me right now. Oh! Goes on slot plus cannot discard. Plus 5% debt. Now 0%. Let's equip it. Damn. I just discovered somebody's whole fucking skeleton. Probably, everything alright out there? I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Well, stop banging on my fucking door if I can't answer. Oh, come on now. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's more like it. That did nothing. Oh, no. Oh, no. This has not been sufficient for our first round. Truly feel like I did not quite get my money's worth there. Kind of want to get the cat food again. And just get 2 free spins per round. Okay, that's more like it. That's more like it. What do you mean, only 2? It did math better than me. Okay, that's why. Damn. You know, I thought this severed arm was going to be a good luck charm, but so far it's proven to be anything but. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Oh, no. Okay. Come the fuck on. We're about to just die immediately? This is why I don't gamble. No, you're fucking kidding me. We lost immediately. We didn't even get to finish the first deadline. That sucks so bad. Ugh. Okay, can I take a dump this time? Nah. Damn. I guess in the end, I was the turd being flushed down the toilet. So unfortunate. Okay, let's have a better run this time, hopefully. 1+ option at the telephone. That's not bad. I like this one, though. I kind of want to get that. Let's do that. Okay. When life gives you lemons, you get fucking mad because lemons are worthless. You spit in life's face for that bullshit. The stream is very bad. Consider quitting YouTube forever. Well, what you have to consider is I'm also streaming on Twitch. So it's kind of a best of both worlds situation. Browser King. Dude, our luck is so ass this time. Our first round was like probably the best round I'm ever gonna have. You are a meaniehead, and I don't like that. You know, I gotta agree. So something that also is a little confusing, right? So you have to have your money in the ATM by the time the round ends. But you can't move after you finish your last round. So if I don't have the money by the second round, am I fucked? Am I understanding that correctly? Like, if I have it in my inventory but not in the ATM, am I good, or... Well, I mean, I'll still deposit a bunch of it now, just in case, but... Oh, that's a good point, yeah, because it does give you time to just run around. Maybe there's more to do than just dilly-dally, you're right. I've just kind of incidentally tried to shit and piss both times. Okay. At least we're actually getting lucky for this last one. Okay. Oh, yeah, actually, he does say that. Okay, yeah. We're good. Just grab those. Okay. Yeah, he cuts you some slack. He gives you a little bit of time. Is there something that you want to talk about? Cherries or ass? Can you give me... These are all kind of butt cheeks, but if I were to choose one, I guess it would be the diamonds. Because I think cherries are worth the least. Right? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, lemons and cherries both are only worth 2. So it's like I don't really care as much about those. Okay. Golden Bell. During every spin, increases all symbols by their base value for every pattern triggered. You know, yeah, let's just cop that. We'll give it a try at least. Maybe it'll be pretty good. Ooh. I can already see the effects of getting more diamonds. Kind of. I saw it for that one pull. We should be fine, though. I think. Like, that wasn't too terrible. We have 87 coins. You know, I put this hoodie on because when I got up, it was cold as fuck in my room. By design, right? I don't like having a hot room. But my AC has just not kicked back on since I got up. And now it's so fucking warm. That was awful. That was straight up ass cheeks. Oh no. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah. Okay, so now I think that actually just saved us, I think. Yeah, that should be good. Right? Oh, I have one more spin. Man, we've been cutting it fucking close every time. I can have enough money to fucking actually play the... Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. Ugh, hate these ones. Okay. I've already bet it all. Halves your base chance to manifest diamond treasures. And that sucks balls! Double your clover tickets. Set your coins to 0. Honestly, I guess wait what day is it would be the best. Because that'll technically make it more likely to get cherries and lemons, which will suck. But it'll also kind of make it more common for diamonds, treasures, and sevens to show up. So if I had to choose one, I guess it would be this. Time doesn't matter. What matters is you're having fun. Well, you know, that's kind of profound, actually. 15% chance for the symbols lemon and cherry to have repetition modifier. Man, I don't give a fuck about that. Luck +5 on next spin if the previous 2 had no reward. +2 extra luck for every in-sequence activation after the first one. I kind of fucks with that, especially with how unlucky I've been getting. I've had plenty of turns where I just have not been getting shit. So that might actually be very good. See, look at that. Already didn't get a damn thing. There we go. I think that's a huge part of why is that we just haven't had any, like, items that actually give me luck. So now, hopefully, we'll start to see things pick up. Oops. Ugh. Okay. Should I get any? No, I'll probably just get the cat food again. We're gonna go ahead and deposit a bunch of this shit. I did not mean to only keep just enough to buy the thing. I wanted more than that left, but it's okay. There we go. That's good. That's good. What's the deadline again? Oh, it's 666. What are we at? 4 something? Okay. Alright, chill out with this fucking edging me with the 666, okay? Oh, I think we're fucked. Oh, we have another round. We have another round. Okay. I thought that was the last one for some reason. Okay, then I think we're good actually. And I'll do this to get the extra spins. Wow. It's like the game's trying to keep me from getting the fucking ability of the train by just giving me the minimal possible reward. It's like, well, you're not getting nothing. I've just gotten, like, okay, finally. I was like, I've just gotten straight fucking 3 diamonds every time. Okay. Do not get a 666. Alright, we're good. Hell yeah. Yeah. Shut up, man. I'm working on it. This guy's impatient. Congratulations again, but you can never have enough, am I right? Man, who would have thought that, like, gamblers would be impatient? How are things going? Add the speculative trait plus 3% to your interest to a random lucky... Oh. Okay. Please don't throw my stuff away, and then lemons manifest more often. Fuck no. We haven't been getting a lot of charms yet, so I might do this speculative one. 3% to your interest. It's not too bad. What is this? Fruit basket. Oh, yeah. No. Treasures manifest more often. That's huge. Make space for 2 lucky charms. Ooh. Oh, fuck, that's 6 in total, though. I don't think I'd be able to get that. I'll have to really fucking luck out with, some of these spins. Come on. Oh, great. Lemons. Fuck. It's kind of nerve-wracking. I've been, like, right on the edge this entire time. Like, I haven't been, like, getting completely fucked, but I haven't been excelling either. That'll give me 3. Okay, just do that. That's fine. Here, hold on. Wait, huh? Wait. No. Unacceptable. Hold on. The train. Luck plus 5 on the next spin at the previous. Plus So I got the extra luck, but I was so unlucky that I still got nothing with the extra luck. Okay, there we go. That makes up for it at least, because that was about to be. I was about to say that's some bullshit. There we go. It's the first jackpot we've gotten in a while. That had me completely flabbergasted for a minute. Ooh, pills. You can tell when you're about to get sixes in the rotation because it like slows down a little bit for a second, like it's like it hesitates almost, just to make you worry. As much as I do want that, I want this more. So we're probably just gonna get that. Because I thought about doing 3 spins to get. I would have had to do 3 spins twice now, so I think I fucked myself in that regard. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. As long as I can get that one. I don't really care about the other one that much. Now I just gotta not get fucked. That's all I need. Which I think, for the most part, we're doing fine, right? Yeah. Yeah. It is crazy. Like, I feel like this game kind of came about because of, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it feels like a mix of, like, Balatro and Buckshot Roulette in a way. Like, people taking these, like, kind of classic games and then, like, turning them into these kind of roguelites. We're gonna have to have that conversation again about roguelike and roguelite. I always forget. But this would be roguelike because you don't retain anything, right? Okay, wait. Cop this real quick before you do anything else, and now deposit your coins. Go ahead and grab these. All right. Hopefully the treasure thing will be a massive help. Can I eat something? Lucky Charms at the store discounted until the final winning strategy. Increase the value of patterns with 4+ symbols. This one I do like. We had an item that basically did this. Until the next restock at the store. But that could also be really nice since we don't have many charms. Well, what charms are we looking at here? Golden modifiers. At the start of every deadline, spawn a random free charm in an available drawer for every corpse piece equipped. Plus 5% debt, though, is annoying. Oh, and this is the item I was talking about. But they're each only one, so honestly, just do this one, the winning strategy. That's what we're gonna go for. And then I'm a balls to the walls. Should I? Should my balls be at the walls right now? You know, no. Keep your balls in your pants for now. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to feel the effects of the more treasure a little bit, a tiny bit. I feel like we haven't actually gotten many treasure lining like thingies. What the fuck? What do you call it? Patterns. That's the word. Yeah, that's nice. All right, fine. I'll put them away. Okay, here's a question, right? Balls to the walls, that saying, is that relating to your testicles or is that relating to like a sports ball? Like what does that come from? I actually don't know the origin of that saying. Like I've always took it as my nuts to the walls, but that could not be the case. But there's so many fucking random sayings that we have that's like, how the hell we ever came up with that, I have no clue. Okay, not bad, not bad. I wish I had more increased frequency things. Wait, my thing is 12.5K. I think we're fucked. It's the ball-shaped throttle in the cockpit of a World War II fighter plane. Genuinely, never in my life would I have guessed that. What is this? No, it's not just a drawer. There's a fucking book in there. What is that about? I think we're fucked. Yeah, I think we're cooked. It's so over. Fuck. Our train didn't even activate. Oh, that's because technically we got something. It was just ass. Oh no. Yeah, part of the cockpit is known as a firewall, and the throttle set next to it, so it just means going full throttle. Oh, okay. So it's like pedal to the metal, but a plane. Interesting. Huh. Did you just know that? Is that something you knew, or did you have to look that up? Because that's quite an interesting factoid to just have pocketed away. Eat the fucking cat food before it's too late. Oh god, it's so good. I was hungry. That's GG's. I already ate the cat food. My knowledge has weird bounds. I guess that's fair. Honestly, are you really human if you don't have at least one just stupid-ass fact that you just know for some reason? Like, I feel like I have to have something, but I feel like it's the kind of thing that also isn't something you would think of until someone asks about it. Okay, the peppers are actually flames. We're gonna grab the pepper again. They're kind of huge. When they actually activate, at least. Okay. There we go. Alright, so abysmal dog shit round so far. But that's okay. It's only round one. And you know what? We got another pepper right here. It's all good. We're just gonna have to get spicy in this bitch. That's how it goes. Ooh. Gamblers have to... Wait, sorry. Gamblers have to have the low so that the high is so much sweeter. You're right. You're right. That makes sense. That is kind of the appeal, right? Is that it's like a toxic relationship. You get beat down so bad that the smallest iota of affection feels so much sweeter, so much more important. Except this is definitely healthy. There's nothing wrong with a bit of gambling. That's true. So true. Add one free restock every deadline to a random lucky charm you have equipped. Plus 2 deadline ads. Increase charm space by 1 permanently. We'll do this one. This time I'm betting on green. Ooh. 12% chance for the symbols to have a chain modifier. Scoring a symbol with this modifier increases the value of its pattern by the pattern's base value permanently. Permanently? That goes kind of stupid. That goes kind of crazy. I want that. And can we get much higher? So high. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Spin. Can we spin much higher? Let's gamble. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You're right. You were absolutely right. I'm starting to feel the high. All it took was a little bit of disappointment. The One Piece meme has ruined the song for me. I don't think I ever really listened to the song before the One Piece meme. I feel like that was a song I didn't know until the meme. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 666. I get it. Satan and all that shit. Yeah, what's up, man? I wouldn't quit right now, would you? Give me back my money, double your coins. I have 13 tickets. I did not want to get rid of those. Make 2 random Lucky Charms in the store free. Set your tickets to 0. Okay. Activate all other current phone abilities, then apply the devious trait. Wait. When it says all others, it just means these, right? Or does it mean anything that the phone could possibly do? Because if it's the latter, that'd be crazy, but I feel like it can't possibly be. Okay, well, what's in the shop right now, right? Let's truly consider this. CloverPit symbols multiplier +1 for every 5. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm a silly goose, right? Just use your clovers now. There we go. Then do this. Now we double our coins. Oh, that was a waste. I was like, now we double our coins and we get 2 free items, but there ain't shit in here unless I refresh. That it doesn't stay. Fuck. That okay. Had I thought one more step ahead, that would have been fire. But unfortunately, I think like 3 steps back. I might grab a drink in a minute. I don't know how long I'm gonna be up for. I woke up at like 2 a.m. So I slept for like 4 hours, and then I was like, you know what? I'll try to sleep a little bit longer before I get up and stream, because I did want to stream, and then I didn't fall asleep. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just stream. Oh fuck, my cool fucking crystal ball looks so evil now. 20% chance. Oh, no. Ooh! I want that. I want that. Yeah, let's get that. You a gambling addict now? I'm working on it. You know? I've started to feel the effects. I've started to get the appeal. I need a little more time to truly get addicted, but it's not like One Piece where I'm locked in yet, you know? Yo, dead ass. There's this whole thing in, you know, like they have like pachinko in Japan, and it's like a huge thing. People get super addicted to pachinko, but I'm gonna be honest. If you put gambling in front of me and make it One Piece themed, shit, I'd be addicted too. I'd fold. I'd fold immediately. If you make my gambling themed around something I enjoy, I'm gonna gamble my whole fucking life away. I'm be like, huh, look at the way Luffy says I'm his crewmate. It'd be over. I'd get like one fucking triple cherry and it'd be like, oh, 72 caliber Phoenix. And I go, yes. Like it'd be over. That can't be true. I feel like I've said dead ass so many times. I feel like dead ass was a massive part of my vocabulary for quite a while. super, and I'd be locked in for life. There'd be nothing I could do at that point. It'll be like I'm on my last spin, or it'll like I just bombed an entire round, and it's like, do you want to quit? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, but on the screen is, I want to live, and I go, I gotta do it for her. I can't stop now. Ah, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick since I just got killed. Give me 1 second.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on, without the clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter at Ghost Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, what else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark.
I keep forgetting because of how my thing is set up. Like both chats are the same screen or the same thing, and so I keep forgetting that like you can't see one or the other. So I was like, yeah, until you moved to Twitch, it hadn't occurred to me that you couldn't even see Crow in chat. Oh god, please don't explode. It's exploding! Oh no! That's unfortunate. Fuck. Fuck. Give me 1 second. Fuck.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on, without the clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been?
That sucked so bad. Fuck. You know, this does not bode well as I play a game about luck. I walked in, I was holding a donut and my Pepsi, and I fucking dropped my Pepsi can, and I thought maybe if I open it real slow, I can pour it into my glass before it fucking busts its nut all over my desk and arm and hands. That's not what happened. I'm gonna be fucking sticky now. I got a whole ass towel. That was like half the can. Dude. This is what happens when you take zinc, fellas. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true. Ugh. Ah, fuck. Okay. Let's get back to it. Let's hope that that was me shedding all of my bad luck and that... Are you in control? Is it what? Is it dripping? Oh fuck. Okay, question for chat. How do you guys feel about donuts? You guys like donuts? And if so, what's your favorite kind of donut? Yeah, seemingly, I have very little control. Hmm. Hell yeah. Overrated. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Hmm. Wow. So I guess I'm kind of alone then in really liking donuts. I love donuts. I think donuts probably got to be like my favorite like handheld pastry, I guess if that makes sense. Cuz like I love pies and cakes, but those aren't really convenient as opposed to like a cookie, a brownie, or a donut. Like if you're talking about something small and convenient and sweet and tasty, I like donuts a lot. And oddly enough, well, I was gonna say I think I like glazed the least, but I think it's not that I like them the least. I think it's just they're the easiest to fuck up. Because sometimes you get a glazed donut and you're like, this is nasty. This is just nut central. But a real good glazed donut, really good. Like this one right here, really good. Mm. I like apple fritters a lot. But I also just like classic, give me some icing and sprinkles. I'm coolin'. Hey, here we go. We're starting off right. Doing it right. Everybody will be dancing and be feeling it right. Everybody will be dancing and be feeling it right. I own a whole Discord called Apple Fritters. Is the Discord about apple fritters, or does it just happen to be called that? Ooh, who's on the phone? Everything okay? Um, increase the value of patterns with 3 or less. What do you mean 3 or less? You can't get less. I wish you could fucking get less. Every last pattern triggers one more time. Um, that's not bad. I might do that again. Our lucky cat had the obsessive trait. Oh, abilities that you pick up at the telephone trigger one more time. -1 to charm space. Oh, charms with trigger randomly activate double more often. Ooh, hold on. What do we have that triggers randomly right now? We have you, but you run out, and you trigger when something specific happens. What happens in apple fritters stays in apple fritters. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. That sounds like a place that no normal man should go. That sounds like a neighborhood that not anybody could just wander into and leave safe. It's like when my friend recently went to Chicago, a mutual friend of Crow and Crow was like, I'm happy that you got out alive." And it's like, where in Chicago did you think he was going? Apple Fritter Street? Apple Fritter Boulevard? I'm starting to wake up a bit. I'm starting to get back into my mojo. Fritter block? Yeah. Hey, don't pull up to Fritter side. It's not safe around there. Hell yeah. Okay, pretty decent start. Pretty decent start. But the last one was a pretty decent start too, so it doesn't mean anything. Double your clovers, set your coin to 0, apply a random trait to all charms in the store, then apply the devious trait to a random equip charm. I don't care about the price. Okay, so what do we have in the thing right now? Clover picture, clicker, lucky cat, and voucher. Nothing really that good. And we can't equip everything, anyways, because we don't have that much space. Well, that's not equipable, but... Okay, you know what? I know what to do. We're going to take this one, set everything to 0, or set this to 0 and get everything for free. Because this just gives us 4, and then we can take these. Just for the hell of it. I just don't want to get the devious trait. This game is devious enough. See, that was already fucking deviously close to getting me a 666. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Not bad. Yeah. Could have been better, but could have been worse. As long as we have a pretty decent next round, then I think we're fine. In fact, I completely forgot to trigger my button, too. I should do that for this last round. Even though I feel like we really haven't actually gotten many clover pulls. There we go. There she blows. Oh. Oh, it's like the universe heard me and said, "You want some clovers, man? I got you." That's what I'm talking about. We may have lost our pepper, but otherwise, that is the universe being on our side. That's what I like to see. Right? What the fuck's the Gojo quote? Among heaven and earth, I alone am the chosen one. That's how it feels right now. Cause that luck, that was beautiful. What the hell was that? Oh. There's something you want to talk about? Okay. That's the florid trait. Lucky charms at the store discounted by 2. And double jackpot value? That's objectively really good, but it's so selective. You know? Is there anything we want to get rid of? This clicker I only got because I was able to. I'm back, my meal planner just flew off the wall. Damn. Did a ghost fucking throw it? It was very dissatisfied with the meals you had planned. Okay. Honestly... Okay. Let's think about this real carefully. We could get that. Do we really need a discount right now? Grab this. That's already, like, free real estate. That's, that's completely fair. Honestly, and, that kind of attitude is exactly what ghosts fear the most. Uncle. Doesn't take space, immediately restore all charges. Man, I don't give a fuck about that. 2 more lucky charm space. I do fucks with that. Sure, why not? And then you know what? Fuck it, we ball. Let's see. If ever we were going to get a jackpot, it'd be now. Come on. Let's see it. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to happen right away, but, you know, just by the end of this deadline, surely. If you add up what we got so far and put them together, hypothetically, it's a jackpot. Interesting. Okay. Well, thank goodness honestly, that right there is super lucky. We got that first, so we didn't lose anything. I bet Satan is fuming right now. There we go. Finally, we're fucking getting something. Okay, so this has been distinctly ass. With non-yellow symbols? We might just need to take that. Consumes all charges when triggered. Does that apply to both things? And we'll find out. Fuck it. Okay, I see. No. Okay. Oh my god, come on now. What do we need? Okay. We have 2 spins left. If I can get like 600-ish, a little bit under that, we're fine. Come on, jackpot. Come on, jackpot. I see. Interesting. Wait. No. Let's work something out. Okay, so I got my interest here. I could probably sell all these things, right? These aren't really that useful. Just go ahead and, you know, put in the drawer. Put in the drawer. Damn. I keep forgetting to use that drawer. That's actually, like, really useful. Right? In theory. Then again, I don't know what the value of this is. It seems like all it does is just give me 5% debt. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you want your money, right? You might as well just let me spin again. Grant +4 luck for the next spin. I did not mean to buy Grandma's purse. I don't know why I clicked right there. And that's true. Yeah, maybe if I build a whole man, I'll actually kind of see the value. Mr. I'll make a man out of you. I'll make Sans. He's a skeleton. You know, some Disney movies, man, they were cooking with their fucking songs. Cause that is like one of the most. It's probably like the most quotable thing from Mulan. We sang that 2 weeks ago, and I've heard you repeat it 1,000 times. And it's, you'd be surprised. I feel like I quote that song very often, actually. Usually just in my own home. It's usually the "Let's get down to business" part that I quote though. Let's get down to business. It was just that was your first time hearing me say it in front of you. To defeat the Huns. Will they send me daughters when I asked for sons? It's so good. I was about to say, there's no way I'd get through this entire round without getting a single thing. Wow. Well, I mean, I have enough, so it's fine. But that's just crazy how fucked over I got there. Okay, yeah. Honestly, we don't need that arm anyways. He'll be fine. I only watched Moana one time, I think, so I honestly can't remember any of the songs other than "What Can I Say Except You're Welcome," which probably is the most iconic song. Oh, there is also the "Shiny." I don't remember the lyrics though. I just remember that. Um, one free restock every deadline to a random lucky charm. Yeah, why not? I'm sure they are. It's just I haven't seen it in so long. How far I'll go? When do they when does that one play? Is that when she's like leaving the island? Mm, 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 mm. It's been so long that I can't quite remember. What was like what what was going wrong again that Moana needed to go leave? Because I know she had this whole thing about being able to like converse with the ocean. But like what was the problem on her island? Was it like flooding or something? The ocean was just pissed. Was it like just people kept getting like tipped over and drowning and shit while they're trying to fish and stuff? Like I don't know. Honestly, all things considered, I feel like there's not a lot of Disney movies that I've watched like multiple times. At least like in recent years. Because like Lilo and Stitch was a movie that I watched a lot, but that was when I was very young. But like any like modern movies that Disney puts out, I feel like I've watched them once and then never again. Like I think Incredibles, I think I've seen twice in my entire life, and one of those times was like last year, because I was like, man, I haven't watched that in a long time. And I don't know why. I think a lot of the movies are like objectively good. I just for some reason never go back to most of them. I think it's bad just because I'm really bad at watching films, like taking the time to sit down and watch a movie. Oh fuck! Are you kidding me? Wow. Uh, yeah, I think in terms of movies, like as an adult, the movie I've probably rewatched the most would have to be maybe the first Spider-Verse movie, or if not that, a Ghibli film, because I definitely watched I've definitely watched like Totoro a few times. Just go ahead and buy that. This, maybe we should start with this. Even Spider-Verse, really interesting. Wait, how much was that one again? Maybe we will get that next. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I guess okay. I think the problem is I'm thinking specifically of animated movies as well. If I were to broaden my horizons a bit more, then I feel like there has to be movies that I've watched like a couple of times even in adulthood. Cause what the fuck was the one I just had in my mind? Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy was like my absolute favorite fucking movie in the MCU. That entire trilogy is really good. So I've rewatched Guardians of the Galaxy so many fucking times. I was like 14 though when I was watching it. So I wasn't like I wasn't an adult, but I wasn't as young as when I was like rewatching Lilo and Stitch over and over again. Um and then the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans I watched a shit ton too. I've only really rewatched like Howl's Moving Castle and Silent Voice for animated movies. For animated films, I love or like going back to Ghibli at least specifically. I love Spirited Away. I've watched Totoro a couple of times now. There's a couple that I still need to go back and rewatch. Like I really want to rewatch Kiki's, and I really want to rewatch. I don't think I ever got to finish Howl's Moving Castle, or was it Howl's Moving Castle, or was it Castle in the Sky? One of them we had like started watching in class, in Sensei's class, but never got to finish it. And so one of these days I want to actually finish those films. I want to go through like the entire repertoire because Ghibli just makes some good ass films. Princess Mononoke, not Mononoke. I'm thinking of Momonosuke from One Piece. Mononoke. I still haven't seen that one yet either. For Ghibli movies, I've seen like to completion at least. Totoro, Kiki's, Spirited Away, and Ponyo. I feel like there was another one I've seen, but I can't remember it now. Deposit these coins real quick, or otherwise we're fucked. Ponyo was really good, and the crazy thing is, I remember like after I watched it, I like was like looking up stuff about the Ghibli movies to see like what people's general reception was, and people were like, "Ponyo is so fucking ass," and I was like, "What? How?" I thought it was a really good film. I thought it was super cute. I think a lot of the Ghibli films they aren't like their plots aren't necessarily like the most mind blowing things. Like Totoro is literally about just like some guy and his two kids, and then the kids meet like a big furry creature. It's not like they always go like do wild shit. Sometimes they do, but not always. But I don't think that really matters to me because like one, they're beautiful, and two, I like how human a lot of the movies feel. Like Ponyo, the relationship that Ponyo and the boy had, can't remember the boy's name, was very human. These two little this kid and this weird fish baby kid becoming friends. Like that was sweet. Add the ambitious trait, patterns multiplier plus one. Maybe we should do like a clover run. Honestly, just making sure that something manifests more often so we actually get patterns is probably the best. Not gonna lie, I might unsubscribe them from living if they say that to me. Yeah, I thought that was just super weird. Like I don't know what about Ponyo was like so bad to them. Voicemail. Wait, I never noticed that. What is that guy doing up there? This is all you've said at the phone. Oh, it just tells me. Oh, that's cool. Oh, fuck yes. That's what we need. That's more like it. Oh, Grave of the Fireflies. That's another one I needed to watch. I remember I had this sensei had told us. He was talking about it in class about how it's a very very sad film, and how it was something that it was able to make him cry because it's devastating. And a friend of mine was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go watch it." And I think I think my friend here, they made the mistake of going to watch it almost like a film critic, right? Being like, "Humph, how devastating can this movie really be to make me cry?" And so they went to Sensei like, I don't know, next day, whenever it was, and was like, "Yeah, it didn't make me cry." And it's like, I feel like you consumed it wrong, and that sounds weird. I know that sounds weird, but you gotta invest in it emotionally and not try to think of it objectively. That defeats the purpose. Winning's what matters the most. Am I right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever. Yeah, yeah. Of course, that was years ago. I think it was just one of those cases of, you know, wasn't quite thinking of it quite right, but um, yeah, I just remember looking back on that and being like, you shouldn't, you should have just kept that to yourself. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do. How many items can I do? I can grab everything. Just grab everything real quick. Make 2 random in the store free. Do that. I can grab 2 more things. Will that apply now? I don't know if that's something I really need though. I guess if we really want to go with the Clover run, I would have to get rid of the other things, right? But I almost want to instead go for everything but clovers and bells if that's an option. Because they're like middle of the pack, but that means I would get them more often. Yeah, yeah. Let's just do this. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think this is gonna be my perfect run, anyways. Yeah, yeah. That's. I feel like that's something that you kind of start to. I think there's like a period in your life where it's like when you're young. Obviously, you're gonna invest emotionally in the movies. Because hell, when I was young, I used to think cartoon characters are real. Of course, I was investing emotionally. But I think there's like this period where you kind of go through like this angst, and you start to be like, I'm not going to invest in this emotionally. I'm going to look at it critically. And then I think after a while you start to grow out of that because you're like, man, that really saps the enjoyment from what I'm watching. And then you go back to like putting yourself into this story and really properly enjoying it. Oh, I hope everything's okay, Dinsey. I hope whatever emergency it was sorted and that nothing it wasn't anything too severe. And yeah, if you need to take a nap, that's perfectly fine. I can serenade you to sleep. But let me think of a good song. いつか君が教えてくれたあの言葉が広い海を迷わず進む希望になる Go to sleep, little Dingy. Thank fucking goodness I had the Bible right there. That's the only time I'm ever gonna say that in my life, I think. You know, I have abilities, or I've done things that should make it to where these clovers are more common, and yet it really does not fucking feel like it. Hell, the sevens chances have been halved, and yet I'm getting a shit ton of those. Oh no, I guess only the diamond and treasure. Oh, I thought the sevens did too. Never mind. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I think we're still fucked regardless, unless we can get a couple of those. Oh, is the universe singing to me right now? 形のない答えに戸惑いも小さな声でそっとつぶやくのさ君と僕に聞こえる声で It's the right time deposit all my cash yeah it's the right time so I can gamble more I might increase my charm now. Let's increase my charm. So true. Have you ever heard of the shaken baby syndrome classic? I want to kill my you know, you know, that is an inside joke that has a completely reasonable reason to exist, but it feels very weird to say that when my grandma's in the other room. I don't want her to accidentally hear that and think I'm saying something crazy. Um, I might grab this. It's real. It's real. It's basically just Jantez was in class one day, and there was some guy in his class being like, dude, I fucking hate metal music. It's always just people screaming in the mic going, I want to kill my grandma. And ever since then, that was like an inside joke. Wait, did I accidentally buy 3 spins? Oh, I think I might have just fucked myself. Have you seen the guy on TikTok that has like 90 parts of him talking about how he wants... No, I have not seen that. I can't say that sounds very familiar. Symbols multiplier +1 for every 5 you own. That would be great if I wasn't broke. Let's grab the Ankh. Anka from Animal Crossing? So you bringing that up, Father, reminds me of the guy. There's like a deaf guy on YouTube. I don't know if he like consistently makes YouTube videos or if this is just a one-off video. But there was this deaf guy on YouTube who was like, yeah, the local graveyard ran out of space, so we have to move my grandma. So he just had he just had the coffin in the backyard, and it wasn't buried. It was just in the backyard, and he would like go over to it and like open it and like kiss it. It was really odd. It's very peculiar. I hopped on TikTok one day, day 56 of finding weapons to use on my grandma. And it's like a bionicle. Goodness gracious. Does the grandma fight back? Are they having like battles? They're doing like Ninjago spin jitsu on each other. Ninjago! I used to love Ninjago, and then that shit went so fucking off the wall so fast. Wait, what about my Ankh? What about my Ankh? I have my Ankh still. How does that work? How do I use this? Oh, thank goodness. Well. Looks like I'm obliged to give you those extra rounds. Awesome. Sounds good to me. Um, I lost. Okay, at least it wasn't a one-sided affair. Oh wait, how many extra rounds do I get now? I literally don't know what happened to it after Green Kid was hit with the teenager way and grew up. So I'm trying to think of how far I watched. Because you had like the original kind of arc where it was just the original four ninjas and they would like, they weren't sure who the Green Ninja would be. And so you had Lloyd, who was still like working for Lord Garmadon, his father. But then at some point, there's like a switch and Lloyd finds out that he's the Green Ninja. Um, and then, yeah, he starts training. And I think like the original thing ends with them like there's like a huge thing in like a town where there's like giant fucking dragons and shit. Because I think that's when Garmadon was working with like the snake people or whatever. There's just like giant like fucking dragon-sized snakes that were like attacking the town, and it was like a whole huge thing. I remember thinking that was so hype when I was a kid. So like they go through that entire arc. Then after that is I think that's when you find out that Zane is a robot, the white ninja. And the golden weapons at this point are gone, so they had to get like new weapons. Lloyd? There's no way his name is it like pronounced Lloyd? There's no way. That can't be true. I refuse to believe that. Well, I really wasted my second chance at life, huh? I'm trying to remember because there's like arcs. There's like sagas. It's like fucking One Piece. Oh, hold on, real quick, because I just died. I kind of want to look it up. I want to look up like, is there like a? Let me do this real quick in case I actually show something weird on screen. Is there like a breakdown anywhere of Lego Ninjago arcs that I can find? Lego Ninjago arcs in order. Here we go. There's because there's like the Ninjago wiki and shit. Thank goodness. This is fucking long. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this guy makes it easier. I was hoping there would be like a. Oh, okay, here we go. What is this? Does this have like more of a breakdown of the? Okay, that's like a. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, hold on. How do I? Yeah. Go back to here. I can't believe it. Really? Did they like they actually pronounced it like that too? Holy shit. I don't remember. I guess it's been so long. Okay. So this guy has this is the amount of time that passed between the seasons and shit. So you have Way of the Ninja, which is like the start of the series, Rise of the Snakes, Legacy of the Green Ninja. And I think this is where like Garmadon's working with the snake people, and I think it's in here that like you know, like there's the whole attack on the city, like Attack on Titan bullshit and everything. I would assume around here is when we get into like robot territory, because there's a lot of shit here that I don't think I've ever seen. Which makes me think, like, man, I must have dropped it way sooner than I thought. Because at some point they introduced robots, and I think I stopped watching then. Oh yeah, yeah. And here's the wiki. This has like the actual timeline chronologically. Look at this bullshit, man. Fucking millennia ago? The fucking lost century? This is insane. Like, goodness gracious. How fucking long did this show go for? Before time had a name. Alright, Adventure Time. Before there was time, there was nothing. And before there was nothing, there were monsters. Okay. Well, I want to see the events of like the modern age. When time was still new. I don't give a fuck about all that. Centuries ago, decades ago, Serpentine War and all that. The battle for all of time. That's cool. Beatrix's coup, recent history, birth of the ninja. There's no particular reason for the order of Kai J and Cole's birth. The original ninja that are human are simply around the same age, and which of them is older or younger than the other is unknown. Okay. So this is where we first get them. So Zane was not created around the same time, I guess. Battle between brothers. Around a decade before the events of Rise of the Snakes, Lloyd Garmadon is buoyed to Garmadon and Misako. The evil in Garmadon completely overtakes him, and it mainly manifests itself in the form of overwhelming greed. He returns to the monastery of Spinjutsu to steal the golden weapons and attempt to create Ninjago in his own image. Wu confronts him. Okay, I remember that. Garmadon and Wu fighting, because they're brothers. After the banishment, Kai and Nia invent and play the game Countershot. I don't give a fuck about all that. Current or era. Fucking thank you. Okay. This is the pilot. This is like with the skeletons, right? Ninja team begin their hunt for the golden weapons. Scythe of Quakes, Shurikens of Ice, Nunchucks of Lightning. That's awesome. Fire, Sword of Fire. Cool. Whatever. Okay, Rise of Snakes was season 1. This is what I was thinking of. Okay. When do we find out that Zane's a robot? How soon was that? Oh my god, this is so long. Imagine being the person who had to compile this information. No, 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 no. I remember that being a big reveal. Like, Zane was always weird, and so in retrospect, it made complete sense he was a robot because he could like breathe underwater and shit. But or breathe. He just didn't need to breathe, basically. But there's a whole episode where he has like his friend, it's like a crow or a falcon or whatever, and one day it like he's following it because he's trying to figure out where it's going, and it like takes him to a tree. And yeah, he like the thing starts tapping the tree, and he's like, "Wait, that sounds like metal." And he's able to find an opening into it, and it takes him into a lab, and it has like his blueprints and shit. And the crow or bird or whatever is also a robot, and so like it guided him to find out that he like to where he would need to go to find out he was a robot. There's a whole thing. I remember that to this day. That shit I remember blew my fucking mind as a kid. Um, okay, I'm not gonna read all of this shit because there's way too much. Season 3, it was that fast that they got to robots. Look, all I know is at some point, like the weirdest thing up to where I had watched was that Lloyd was the green ninja. Did not expect that. And Zane was a robot. Did not expect that. But it got significantly weirder after I stopped watching, apparently. Because Cole, like, dies. He becomes a ghost. Don't know how that works. And then I think Jay becomes evil. I think he betrays the other ninjas. I don't know the details about that. And then I know Nia, Kai's sister, becomes the water ninja as well. I think I saw that just before I had stopped watching. Um But yeah, apparently it goes buck nutty. You know, in fact, let me see if I can find like a picture of go like okay, all of the Ninjago ninjas now. I want to see if it has like a picture or something that shows. There is someone here on Reddit who says, so Lloyd, leader and teaching the new ninja. So he's the sensei. Kai, teaching new ninjas. Nia, got a haircut. What kind of Facebook status bullshit is that? I want to know like more about it. Jay, evil slash lost his memories. Zane, still Zane but way more robot than human. Cole, still same. I feel like you're leaving out a lot of information there. He did. There's no way he turned into a ghost and just remained the same, right? Hold on, I had to be missing something. Unless he only turned into a ghost for a period of time, which is possible. Okay, hold on. This is unacceptable. I feel like I'm not getting nearly enough information. Let me just look up Ghost Cole Ninjago. Why was he a ghost? Okay, so he became a ghost, but it was not permanent. r/Lego Ninjago. Does anyone else wish Cole stayed a ghost? Well, I want to hear this guy's reasoning. Not to say that he shouldn't have went back to normal or anything like that, but I just think it was a cool thing after a while. Like, a ghost ninja? That's just cool to me. It also gave him some pretty good character development, and I think it would have been great for Cole as a permanent gimmick. So he wanted this guy to be dead forever. That's interesting. I still don't know why he became a ghost. Is there like a reason for that? Hold on. Dude, these wiki pages are so fucking long. Holy fuck. I just did not realize that Ninjago had this much pull. Even as someone who loved it as a kid, I didn't think it was like this. He fell into Oni Mist. Okay, okay. He fell into the gamer girl bathwater and turned into a ghost. I see. Okay, so then why did Jay become evil? Because I don't know the context of that either. Jay didn't fully become evil, but a storyline in Ninjago Dragon Rising saw him become a ruthless and cold bounty hunter known as Rogue, after a mind merging and subsequent loss of his memories and emotional connections. Influenced by the villainous Lord Raz and powered by Shatterspin, Jay was manipulated into fighting Nia, but this evil arc was short-lived. Oh. Oh, I'll be right back.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while and on, without the clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter at Post Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter, what else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found. I empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's only words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a shapeshifter at Post Masquerade, heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones, there's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a shapeshifter at Post Masquerade, heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise.
Okay, sorry about that. My dog was being rowdy and I had to go get him. Whew. I'm back. Okay, so you know what? I guess I was a little bit misled on the fates of all the Ninjago ninjas. Who are we talking to? Huh? Shit, me either. The thought of it makes my heart palpitate. Oh, the Pokimane cookies? They were talking about Pokimane cookies. I still think about that one fucking guy who was like, God, what I would give to just live under Pokimane's toilet. And it's like, dude, I don't think I've ever been that down bad in my life. And I pray I never will be. That's insane. that's a whole other, that's mental illness, dude. That's just unacceptable. Nap is over. Was it satisfying? Did my lullaby put you to sleep? Yeah, I mean, as a friend, that's the best thing I could do is just blow your fucking cat back for that shit. Did my lullaby put you to sleep? Yeah, whose lullaby put you to sleep more, Dinzy? Was it mine or was it his? Or was it Crow's incessant yapping that just made you fall right the fuck to sleep? Yawn. Thank you, Dinzy. I appreciate that. This is the worst fucking run ever. Not even gonna make it past the first deadline. Yeah, I was singing, It's the Right Time from Parasite the Maxim. How did I get involved? I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to catch a stray. Well, I mean, I'm the guy who literally sent the stray your way, but otherwise. Yeah, it would just be unfair to leave you out, is all. You had a thought? Lucky you. I struggle to have those. Oh, okay, like parkour? Free running and such? Oh, oh. Oh, like Spider-Man running across like up the walls? Wow, I'm suddenly just not gonna get shit, huh? Oh, okay. Interesting, interesting. These two are singing like, what is that? Is it a Steven Universe song? While I was half asleep, I was wondering. Yeah. You were wondering, how can gambling be this fun? Oh, there we go. Fucking finally. I really need to go back and like actually watch Steven Universe, like past like season 1. Oh, wow. I have literally exactly enough. Okay. I suppose our legs wouldn't be able to follow the speed at which we'd be falling. That that sounds like the lyric to a song. That sounds kind of beautiful. Well, are you also singing the Steven Universe song, Dinsey, even though you're in a different chat? That sounds kind of beautiful. It's like profound. Hey, I watched up to what the hell did I what was the last thing I saw? I think the last thing I remember watching was, well, actually I think I had watched that like after years. I don't know. I guess I basically stopped after the Jasper shit happened, pretty much. Like the original when they first meet Jasper on this station in space. I probably watched a little bit past that, but otherwise didn't watch a whole lot. Not because I thought it was getting bad or anything. I just hadn't been watching TV after that point. It does look nice. It really does. You have such a way with word, Dinsey. A way with word. A way with words. You don't even realize it. Steven Universe. Stefan Universe. I still think it's crazy that they're just making a spin-off about Lars of all things. I think I pretty much stopped watching TV once Cartoon Network started shafting Adventure Time as much as it was. I just kind of stopped watching because it got to a point where they would like fucking spread you open and fuck you with Teen Titans Go daily. Like 90% of your day, 90% of the runtime of Cartoon Network was Teen Titans Go. And it just kept going. You want to watch literally anything else? Too bad. You have like from 6 a.m., I think that's when it switched to Cartoon Network, from like 6 a.m. to like, I don't know, what was it, 8 a.m.? You'd get like Pokemon, cool, and like whatever random shit, maybe some older cartoon shows. Then Teen Titans Go until like 7 p.m. And then you would get like one Adventure Time episode, one regular show episode, maybe Gumball or Steven Universe if you're lucky, and then it would switch to Adult Swim. Like it was so ass that I just couldn't bear it anymore. Which is unfortunate because man, I loved Adventure Time so much. I loved Adventure Time, regular show, Gumball, and I thought Steven Universe was really good. It's just Cartoon Network for some reason was so obsessed with Teen Titans Go for a while that it was just like, yeah, no, we're just not going to show anything else. Teen Titans Go, I remember, did have some bops. Like, I don't even think Teen Titans Go was like a completely abhorrent show. I definitely watched it a couple times and was like, yeah, not bad. But when you see it all the time, it makes you want to kill someone. Ooh, jackpot. I'm making money, that pyramid scheme money. Like, hey, they were pretty clever with their tunes. But then sometimes I don't know. Teen Titans Go was just a weird show because like every time for every single thing that I could give them credit for, they have another thing that immediately puts a bad taste in my mouth. They might have like a cute little song that they made, or maybe they like got like outsourced a song, and it's like, okay, this is awesome. And then you have like them like throwing their ass on the screen and farting, or like an entire episode that's basically about like inflation, just about their bellies like becoming their own living beings, and it's like it's so random. It's so it. They got sometimes I was just like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing to these characters? I can't take it anymore. Yeah, the barely hidden fetishes. Stain. Oh, absolutely get that. And we can get these two. Fuck it. Yeah, there's just, it's, I don't know. There's some weird ones. There's some weird ones. Like, there are some iconic ones that I do remember really well. Like, the Lady Legacy one. I remember that being, like, a pretty iconic episode. Um, and actually, there was a few episodes that were about Raven that were, like, pretty iconic. There's a Lady Legacy, and then there was the one where she split into, like, her different emotions. I remember liking both of those episodes quite a bit. Um, I feel like there's got to be some more, but it's been a long ass time. What episode was the night begins to shine, and the night shine? See, right there in chat, we're on the same page. I can't remember what episode that was in, but that song is so good. I'm not really like rolling, like balling with coins right now, but fuck it. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, hey, I'll give it credit where it's due with certain things, but there's just other things where I'm like, come on now, what are we doing here? It's one of those shows that, like, let's be honest with ourselves. If they didn't use the Teen Titans IP, if they made that same show with original characters, no one would defend it, right? Like, let's just be honest. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a bit of a hater right now. Sadly, that is true. I will say, I definitely, as I got older, have kind of grown out of the mindset, though, of like, they made this instead of making more just original Teen Titans. Because while that would have been cool, now that I'm older, it's like, of course they weren't going to make more original Teen Titans. I don't know why I deluded myself to ever thinking that was a possibility. That's all Cartoon Network and a lot of things now. If they're gonna bring a show back, it's not gonna be how you liked it. It's gonna be some stupid shit like Total Drama Babies, you know, or like Powerpuff Girls, except now they twerk and are annoying. You know, like it's never gonna come back how you liked it, how you imagined it. Like if they brought Courage the Cowardly Dog back now, I can guarantee you it would be the most annoying shit possible. The most brain rotted Gen Alpha shit ever. It'll be like Courage is gonna be instead of having the big chunky computer that tells him shit, he's gonna have like a fucking like leapfrog iPad tablet with Cocomelon on it that'll be like, this is how you exercise ghosts, and it's gonna have like, you know, a bunch of like flashing images and shit. I can guarantee you any show that you loved when you were young, if they were to bring it back now, would be ass. 1000%. Hey, buddy. Like, like it gets to a point where when a reboot or something of a show I loved is announced, I'm scared. I'm so fucking scared. They bring back Ed, Ed and Eddie or something, it's gonna be atrocious. There are exceptions, don't get me wrong. Like with Adventure Time, they did Fiona and Cake, which was cool. And with Gumball, they are bringing it back right now, and it's just Gumball, right? It's not like a reboot, it's just a continuation, as far as I understand. What do you mean? What? Can't have enough. Wait. Fuck. Damn it. That stinks. Has Nickelodeon done that? Does Nickelodeon really reboot shows? You're right, you're right. My gambling's just been, subpar. Maybe I'm not betting enough, something of enough importance, right? Maybe betting my life isn't enough. Maybe I should bet, like, I don't know, my Steam account or something. Or, like, One Piece merch. Something that's more important. Oh, fuck. They did it for like Dora, I think, but I was like 20 when they dropped it, so I didn't watch it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like Nickelodeon and Disney don't tend to do reboot stuff as often as Cartoon Network. I know now they're continuing Phineas and Ferb, but that's another case of like it's supposed to be more of a continuation than like a full-blown reboot. What else? Has Disney brought anything else back? I feel like they have to have, but I can't think of anything. I feel like Disney, if they rebooted some of their shit, would manage to make generationally atrocious reboots. Like, Cartoon Network's made some bad ones, but I don't know. I just don't have a lot of faith in Disney when it comes to their cartoons anymore. Because they just, I don't know. I've been jaded by them too often. They would bring back Gravity Falls or something and make it like so abhorrent that like it would be like the fucking Promised Neverland season 2, where it's like I would never stop talking about it. They also did the last Airbender live action movie. That shit sucked. Disney did? I didn't know that they handled that. That's crazy. Oh no, Nickelodeon. What the fuck am I talking about? Yeah, that shit was ass. That shit was terrible. Well, from the outside looking in, I actually never watched the show. And I watched the movie, but even as someone who hadn't watched the show, I didn't enjoy the movie. So I don't know. I guess that says something. Uh, Battery scoring. Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't think I have anything that triggers randomly right now. I've kind of, in a way, started watching um the first last Airbender. Every once in a while, when I go to like Leon's house, um, John Tez will just like put it on the TV. And so I've seen like the first 3 or 4 episodes, but I haven't really made like a active, conscious effort to start watching it. I do, just because it seems like kind of like a cultural landmark. People really like that show, but I don't know. I'm just also like not super duper interested in it. Dude, my luck has been straight fucking butt cheeks. Airbender. I was saying like I've seen some of it, but I just haven't, like, because of John Tez, but I haven't really felt the need to like really jump into it yet. Like I haven't had that spark yet. Like first few episodes are fun, and they got some cool stuff. I don't know. I need something to really push me to jump in. These all kind of suck. Ugh. Okay, at least we're starting to get something. My heart, I'm sorry. Like, one day I probably will, but you know me. When it comes to watching new shows, they immediately get filtered by One Piece. And every time I'm thinking about watching a new show, One Piece gets in the way. Unless that show really captures my attention, I'm just gonna watch more One Piece. That happens every time. Actually, on the topic of new shows, well, not a new show, but something I need to watch. Um, didn't hold on. Doesn't the new My Hero season come out today, or was that JJK that I'm thinking of? Oh, that comes out on the 4th. What comes out on the 2nd? Does anything? Am I tweaking? I could have sworn some anime. When does JJK season 3 come out? January. I could have sworn that was this year. Well, shit. Never mind. What the fuck comes out today? There was something that comes out today. Leon was talking about it the other day. We just look up what comes out today and see. Oh, how could I forget about Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie? Of course. I'm fucking tweaking. Is it a game that comes out? Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles? Wait, that came out today? I actually wanted to cop that. Apparently it's really good. FF Tactics. Season 8, that's tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but in 2 days. Smiling Friends is on the 5th. I have no clue what Gabby's Dollhouse is. I genuinely do not know. Yeah, I don't know what it was. If Leon was here, I could ask him. Is that the little black girl and her sheep? Smiling Friends is on the 5th. So, what is today? Wednesday? So, it'll be on Sunday. So, Saturday is My Hero's final season. Sunday is Smiling Friends. And I guess that's it. I could have sworn there was something else. I'm also very excited for that, though. Got a lot going on for the end of 2025. I hope it is in France, too. Well, what I'm curious about is, where is Smiling Friends Season 3? I don't know where it's going to be. Like, if it's going to come out on HBO Max the same day. Next Season 3 of Smiling Friends premieres on Sunday, October 5th at 11:30 on Adult Swim. Next day on HBO Max. However, I have something for you. Let me see if I can find it. This. Is it this? Is it this? Checked. That's season 1. Does this only do for season 1? Wait. Yes. Let me check this and hope I don't get copyright striked. I'm just checking something real quick. Hold on. Sign in. Do I have an account? I should. I've used this before. But now I don't remember. Fuck. Okay. Ignore me for now. Just don't worry about it for now. Basically, I had something that I was able to watch season 3 on last time because I don't have HBO Max, and it's not piracy. Let me just put that out there. It's not piracy. It's just some weird streaming thing that let me watch it, like, essentially as if I was watching it on cable. All right? So I don't want to hear nothing. No fucking, he's pirating. No. First of all, I have no moral qualms with pirating. But second of all, for legal reasons, I'm not. Okay? It's totally legal website. That's totally legal. Exactly.
When it comes to pirating, my if I were to pirate, which I don't legally pirate, um, my stance is I'm gonna take your shit, and if I enjoy it, I'll pay you for your service, right? Unless you're Adobe, in which case I hypothetically only steal from you. Hypothetically. Because fuck you. Well, I meant not I don't legally I mean in the sense, in the legal sense, right? As the law would state, I don't pirate. For legal reasons, I'm saying I don't pirate. But if I were to pirate, I have literally not I do not lose a single wink of sleep over stealing Adobe's products. I truly think I could live my entire life not feeling an ounce, an iota of guilt for stealing Adobe's products. But other products, right, ones that don't have stupid ass subscription fees, if I like your product, I think it's really good, I'm just gonna borrow it and I'll pay you if I've decided I enjoy it. Because I just don't feel like paying $200 for something that I don't know if I'll like. Theoretically, hypothetically, in Minecraft, it was all a dream, you know? If I were to pirate, which I would never do, wink, Nintendo, I'm coming for your games, but that's if I did, which I don't, wink. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Give me 1 second.
Where have you been?
Alright. Yeah, fucking, actually, on the topic of Adobe, Crow recently, like, about a month ago, maybe, he was talking about how he started using DaVinci Resolve for video editing, because he's working on some cool stuff that I won't talk about, right? Because, you know, that's his business. I won't talk about it, you know? Let's just say it rhymes with corn video, all right? Anyways, he's working on this special project. He started using DaVinci Resolve, and he recommended it to me, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to check that out one day. And then I was kind of slacking on it. But then it was like the universe just kept pushing me, like, yo, try it. I was watching a Markiplier video, and he made a comment being like, get DaVinci Resolve, it's better than Premiere. And I was like, damn, okay. I keep getting all of these fucking, you know, hints from the universe. I'm gonna get it. And honestly, I'm really enjoying it. And what I like most about it is, if I decide, you know what, I want the full version, I want all the bells and whistles, it's a one-time payment. Thank you. That alone makes me respect you significantly more, right? Even if your software is kind of okay, right? Even if it's like a little worse than Premiere, right? If I don't have to pay monthly for it, we're coolin'. If I can buy it one time and that's it, awesome. But as soon as you make me pay a subscription fee, fuck you. Especially with how Adobe does it, because Adobe, dude, the one time I gave them some slack and I was like, let me pay for your services. I remember I was like, I really don't need Premiere right now. I'm gonna cancel my shit. But it's not that simple. No. You have to pay them to cancel your subscription if you're doing it in the first year that you started. So it was like $200 to cancel. And I was like, genuinely, suck my nuts so hard that the hair falls out of the fucking follicles. Fuck you, Adobe. Hate Adobe. Despise Adobe. Let's do bells. Anyway, Crow, hide your feet from the sky. Goodness gracious. That's a good point, Father Mounter. You can't go mounting a guy who's not a father. Also, you said you've used DaVinci, Dinzy. How did you like it? It's one of those things where I feel like it's got it's very simple in some ways, but if you want to get complex with it, you can do some pretty wacky stuff. Ooh. He can be a mother, though. I mean, knowing Crow, like, it won't be long before he is a father. This guy wants, like, 12 kids. He said it before on Systems, that he wants to have as many children as possible. So, you know, just give it some time. He'll be a father. I remember I was having a lot of trouble getting into it as well, but only in my case it was because I primarily used Premiere for like, let's see, if it's 2025, I think I had been using Premiere for like 7 or 8 years. Maybe a little less than that, but I've been using Premiere for a long time. Basically, damn near every video, at least over half of the videos I've ever uploaded on my YouTube channel were edited in Premiere. Before that, I used Sony Vegas. But I couldn't, like, I tried as hard as I could, and I could not get back into Sony Vegas. Well, God said, love thee father and mother, not father and father. Dinzy, are you trying to make an argument against gay people right now? I thought you were an ally. Can't believe this. Yeah, whoa, what's going on, Dinzy? I remember I actually really liked Sony Vegas when I first used it, because it was like the first time the first video editing software I had ever used. And I actually fucked with it heavy. My only problem with it is, yeah, it was too basic. I'm just saying, Dinzy, I'm just looking at what you're saying, and it looks kind of crazy is all. You know, I'm not saying that you are 100% a homophobe or anything. I'm just saying that your choice of words is kind of wild is all. But I think truly my absolute number one favorite thing that Sony Vegas did and DaVinci does that Premiere does not do for some god awful reason is that when I crop my footage, the binding box changes with it. I don't know what fucking slack-jawed yokel, what fucking de-evolved fucking mitochondria, singular cell organism of a person truly thought it would be a good idea to make the crop a completely separate aspect to the transform of my video, so that even if I crop it down to 10 by 10 pixels, if that bitch was 1080 by 1920 at first, I am changing those 10 pixels using a 1920 by 1080 binding box. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's some way to get around that in Premiere, but I tried looking it up. I really did. Because I was like, this is stupid. Why the fuck would it be like this? And I couldn't find anything. So, to this day, that is my number one biggest gripe with Premiere. Otherwise, it's actually a pretty good software. I enjoyed it. It was just that and then Adobe's pricing model, but luckily I didn't have to worry about that. Theoretically. Hypothetically. I am, because you keep trying to pull me into a religion. So true. Dimsy's always trying to push religion on people. It's so crazy. Whatever happened to the woke Dinsy that didn't do that kind of stuff, huh? Okay, well that's different, because that's like an objective thing, right? Like, there doesn't really need to be a religion around you because it's like factoids. I'm sorry, Dinzy. I'm just pulling your leg. I'm yanking your chain. I'm going balls to the walls, which now I know what that truly means. If I awoken you, you'd die. Oh my goodness. I'm someone who I consider myself about, maybe moderately woke. You know, I'm like casually woke. I'm not competitive woke. Dinzy is like, diamond or like platinum or like top 500 of wokeness. I'm not anywhere near her rank of woke. And I'd probably argue that Crow is probably the most asleep. He's like the least woke. That's so true. You as woke as a mole? Now, I feel like that was meant to be an insult, but like, just because moles are like blind underground doesn't mean they're not awake, okay? I'm as woke as a beautiful tulip on a dewy morning. How about that? I was saying you're probably the least woke person here, Crow. Yeah, okay, well why can't moles be aware? Right? What if that mole, it's like Groundhog Day, but with a mole. It sticks its head out and is like, you know what? I'm looking around and shit's kind of crazy out here. And then it goes back in and goes to sleep. Oh, we're cooked. Okay. Well, what if I don't use my eyes? What if I use my ears? Or like my sense of taste or touch? Dude, Father Mounter just got you so bad. Got you so bad, Dinzy. I don't think you can recover from that one. Oh, who would have thought gambling was such a bad idea? Ugh. Look, just because my memory is bad, is terrible, it's awful, doesn't mean that my awareness is low. Like, come on. Yeah, you gotta cut me some slack here, Denzi. Honestly, I think it's very unwoke of you not to, not to cut me some slack. Raises bonus by one. Oh yeah, that one's. It's okay. I'm gonna grab these though. Someone should have warned you. They really should have. Like, I don't see why they don't have like PSAs or something. Oh yeah, I wanted to. I was gonna tell this story. I think I've told it on stream before. But if you look at the stream title, the reason why it's called "My 6th Grade History Teacher Was Right" is because, and actually, funnily enough, Father Mounter should know who this teacher is. I can't remember her name exactly, but I think she had a husband that worked at our schools too. But basically, I remember I was not doing very good in our history class, and one day there was like a parent-teacher conference kind of thing, and my teacher was like, I don't understand like why he's like it feels like he's just not putting in the effort or whatever the hell they were talking about. And my mom brought up like, oh, it's probably that online gaming that's getting in the way. However, my old ass teacher who couldn't fucking hear if her life depended on it, thought my mom said online gambling. So one day in history class, I got in trouble for like talking to somebody or something. And so she calls me up and she's like grilling me. She's like, you just don't pay attention. And you're a smart kid. You really are. But you just don't apply yourself. I know about your online gambling addiction, right? I know what it's like. My husband has one too. And I was so fucking confused. I was completely lost because she was saying this out loud. So there's other fucking people in the class that they thought I was a fucking gambling addict, and I was so fucking lost. And so eventually, we finish up. I sit down, and it took me like all day to figure out. Wait, online gambling, online gaming? It finally fucking clicked to me. Like, I was so confused. She went for the wrong person. It was me. I was the addict. Oh my gosh. What was her name? Oh, I'm trying to remember her name. Her husband. I think it was her husband. They had the same last name. I remember he worked at the high school and he was like a bald dude. And he was like, he was a pretty in shape guy. He damn near looked like he could have been one of the fucking security guards. I can't remember what he taught though. Oh my god, what was her name? Fuck, that's gonna fuck me up. That's gonna kill me not being able to remember her name. I mean, I'm not gonna say it on stream anyways, but I just want to see if Father would recognize her at all. Because I don't remember if he was in that class with me. I know for sure we had math together, and then science, because he said we had science together. Otherwise, I wouldn't remember that. I think we also had chorus. I don't know about that for sure. Look at this. Yeah, and even then, like, if you hadn't said what's her name's name, Miss Elmo, what the fuck was her name? I already forgot. If you hadn't said her name, I wouldn't have remembered, and then even after you said her name, I already forgot. Kermit, that's the one. Yeah, I didn't mean to do Elmo dirty like that by attributing Elmo to her. I remember our choir teacher actually being really cool. I just can't remember her name. I remember my English teacher was one of those people that like really wanted to be like a really liked teacher. And so like, you would get these moments where you're like, "Hey, you know what? She's not so bad." And then randomly she would like tweak the fuck out so hard that it would completely ruin her image for like the rest of the semester. So it was like realistically it's like you can be as nice as you want, but you're a bitch. And we know you are. You're already fucking masked off. Science teacher, do not remember. I don't even remember that class. I don't remember where it was. Don't remember what the hell I was learning at the time. English, I remember where it was. Math, I remember where it was. And I remember Miss Kermit. History, I remember where it was. I remember the teacher, but I can't remember her name. And then PE, I remember our PE teacher at that school was the biggest fucking bastard. Everybody hated that fucking guy. I can't remember his name either. But I remember nobody liked that dude. Not a single soul I remember thinking that he was cool. Wallace? Nah, man. That fucking guy. He was such a dick. Oh, man. I wonder what some of these teachers are up to these days. I hope they're reaping what they sow. Because, man, some of them were so miserable. I'm still chill with the old choir teacher. That makes me happy. Because, like I said, she was actually really nice. I remember liking her a lot. Yeah, Gromit. Man, this Wallace probably would have killed Gromit. Like, he probably would have put fucking Gromit down over the smallest infraction. Our gym teacher was such a dick. I can't remember. I think it was him. I'm fairly certain it was him. Where I have this friend named Stanley. He's actually on Systems. So if you ever went to my podcast, he's one of the people that was on Systems. He has asthma, right? And I remember we had to like run a mile at the school, and his asthma started acting up. It was getting bad. Like he could barely fucking breathe. And our teacher just would like keep fucking grilling him. There was no like, hey, you want to chill out, take a breather. He was like, go, go, go. He was the biggest fucking piece of shit. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I hope he's doing horribly these days. Either that or I hope he became a better person. Halves the base chances to manifest lemons and cherry perm. Okay, we'll do that again. I'll take that. Still have a lot of room. But these are just kind of butt cheeks. At the start of every deadline, spawn a random free charm in an available drawer for every corpse piece equipped. The PE teacher was caught with what? I did not know that. Damn. Okay, so scratch what I said. I hope he is doing miserably. Damn. I did not know that. It's very possible that I did hear about that, but because I forgot his name, I didn't know it was him or something. But yeah, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Honestly, that doesn't shock me. I feel like there was a surprising amount of teachers assaulting students in our school district. I feel like it happened a lot. Wasn't there a teacher in our high school who kicked some kid in the head? Like fucking Randy Orton punt kicked him? Oh, I see. I guess so. I guess he did reap what he sowed. Insane. Fucking insane. It's so crazy to look back on those years. Because, like, there are some things that I look back about school, and I'm like, you know, I actually do think about that kind of fondly. And then you get flooded with horrible, awful memories, and you're like, oh my god, that just... Not to mention the old buff guy who body slammed kids. I think it was him. I think that's the husband of the history teacher I was talking about. Because I just can't remember his fucking name. He was in good ass shape. He was an older dude, bald, and he was in good fucking shape. But I cannot remember his name. You're talking about in the high school, right? No, I swear. I feel like it started with like a D. Oh, okay. Then I'm thinking of somebody else entirely. Never mind. If the guy you're talking about wasn't bald, then I mean maybe this guy wasn't bald, but I feel like I remember him being bald. I will say it really did suck that they had to close that fucking school that we went to in middle school. Because it was kind of cool having our middle school be that huge. It was fucking ginormous since it was previously a high school. But you know, at the same time though, I get it. I just remember like they had the cool ass not auditorium, but like the theater room. I remember I think that's where I watched Frozen for the first time. That's like some shit I would go someplace I would go to actually watch like fucking like Broadway plays. Like it was huge. It was fucking ginormous. And they had like a big ass like Olympic pool. Like that place was cool. And then we only got to spend one fucking year there. The middle school I went to after the fact was fine. The one that we went to, but I actually really liked that first one. Okay, I'm mad I don't know about these people. I might insert myself in your past memories so I can feel like I'm part of the gang. What do you mean, Dinzy? You were always there. I remember when I got to middle school, the new school, and I was like, man, all my friends, I don't know where they're gonna sit, and you were like, hey, I saved you a seat, and we got to sit next to each other. You don't remember that? I remember that. Yeah, this dude has impeccable memory. He can drop some crazy lore. There's some stuff that it's like, I think if you asked me, I could tell you a lot about it. It's just I wouldn't think about it otherwise because I put it in the vault like Adventure Time, you know? Like I made some interesting OCs back in the day, right? And look, in fairness, I was a young boy. Okay? Burritard was a project of his time. All right? I'm not saying that he would do well in these modern times. I'm just saying I don't want to have to be thrashed for what my 13-year-old self wrote. I do wish I still had it. I wish I still had the Burritard comic somewhere. Unfortunately, it is lost to time. I don't know where the fuck that is. Gary is stupid. I think, is a character that could be brought back into the modern zeitgeist, honestly. Gary Stupid wasn't that bad, except for when he murdered that little girl. That was bad. That was bad. We can't reboot that episode. Everything else though was pretty tame. From what I remember. Yeah, that might not hold up. What was that character? It was a cartoon show. I can't remember the character's name. She was like a doctor. Oh, what the fuck was it? Oh, it was so stupid. What the fuck was she? What was that called? I keep thinking stupid shit like Dr. Octagonopus, but that's like an old meme. I can't think of what the fuck her actual name was. Well, you know, these all kind of stink. We'll just go back to the slots. To give you a rundown of these characters, Dinzy, even though you probably don't want it, you'll probably be better off without it. But to give you a rundown of these characters, Gary Stupid, I truly don't even know how I came up with Gary Stupid. There was, I think, all it came down to was there was a certain voice actor, I don't know his name, but a certain voice actor you'd hear in cartoons all the time. I remember he was the news guy in Gravity Falls, the reporter who's always like, "Oh, I think I accidentally dropped my glasses." And so one day I made this character where I was like, I don't know, sitting there, probably just not paying attention to math class or something, where I was like, very stupid. Very stupid. What if there was a guy named like Gary Stupid? Right? That'd be genius. And so then I made Gary Stupid, right? And I was like, okay. So I made this story. Yeah, like we started talking about it, and we just kept going. We just kept going with it. And how the like pilot episode for Gary Stupid, right? The iconic Gary. When you think of Gary Stupid, you think of season 1, episode 1, Gary Stupid, which was Gary Stupid. He walks into some guy's house because they left their door unlocked. He lays down on their... He like goes to like where their home phone is, pushes it off the table, lays down, whips his cock and balls out, right? Just pulls his pants down. He's got his cock out. And he goes, "Ring, ring. Somebody answer the phone. Ring, ring. Please answer the phone." And the homeowner comes by, grabs his dick. He's like, "Hello?" And he goes, "That's my penis." And the guy goes, "Ugh," and throws Gary's dick, which manages to land in Gary's own mouth, and he chokes to death. Thank you. Honestly, hold your applause. I know, it's brilliant. All the investors are pouring in right now. I get it. But, you know, Gary Stupid went in some fucking weird ass directions. Hold on, I'm looking this up. What the fuck was that cartoon called? I can't back out. Hold on. Cause like I don't remember all of the Gary Stupid tales, but that's what it is. Oh my god! So there was this one episode. This is like, you know how when you watch a show, you like watch an episode where you know that the show is going downhill. Like this is it. It's over. It's like when SpongeBob, when you get to a certain point, you're like, this just needs to stop. Gary Stupid had one too. Gary Stupid, for some reason, began a rivalry with Doc McStuffins. Now, I've never seen the show Doc McStuffins a day in my life. I don't know how she got involved with this plot. Genuinely could not tell you. Here, I'll show you Doc McStuffins. It's a cartoon show about a little girl who acts like a doctor, right? She's playing doctor with like her stuffed animals and shit. Genuinely do not know how she got involved in this plot line, because I've never seen this before. But for some reason, Gary Stupid had a vitriolic hatred for Doc McStuffins, and he gets to this point. He has like some sort of tussle or something with Doc McStuffins, and drops a cinder block on her. Right, kills her, or so we think. One day, there's like Gary Stupid goes to space or some stupid shit. And he's like wearing an astronaut helmet, and I think it's full of water and fish or something. He actually puts like a fishbowl on his head. But Doc McStuffins comes back and she is ripped, right? She looks like a fucking Super Saiyan, and she wipes the fucking floor with Gary Stupid after his attempted murder of her. And that's like the last story I really remember is Doc McStuffins beating the visceral dog shit out of Gary Stupid. It's like, mind you, we would like improv these over the course of like our entire like lunch or like an entire class period. So this would be like a 30-40 minute long us talking about how like this little buff girl is like bludgeoning Gary Stupid to death. Like, it was detailed, it was visceral. It was a bunch of 13, 14-year-old boys just engaging in violent conversations about these fictional characters. Oh, it was so stupid. Hashtag reboot Gary Stupid. Hashtag bring Gary Stupid back. Honestly, you know, in the modern day, I don't know how Gary Stupid will hold up, but Gary Stupid's got to come back. Honestly, Gary Stupid has a better chance of succeeding than Burritard, at least. Burritard's whole entire lifespan was just like Gary Stupid, right? I was sitting in class. We used to think the word retard was hilarious, right? I'm sorry, I'm just going to be saying it here because I'm talking about an objective story. I know, I'm sorry, but we used to think, oh, you know, the word retard's funny, hilarious, right? Say it all the time. And one day I was thinking about the word burrito, and I was like, burrito, retard, burritard. And so I drew a comic. I think the story is Burritard was born from a burrito. Someone dropped a burrito off of like a skyscraper. It was like a big fat thick ass burrito. They dropped it off of a skyscraper and it splattered against the ground. But in doing so, when the tortilla shell like bursts open, the beans and cheese and everything formed a man, a baby, who would then be known as Burritard. And obviously, because he's a guy made of fucking burrito ingredients, he was not very intelligent. And so the stories just followed the wacky adventures of Burritard, being a nuisance, you know, causing like traffic pileups, and probably assaulting people, because every story we ever made involved someone getting assaulted no matter what. Every single time. I remember there was Ass Ketchup that we had, which was just a horrible, awful parody of Pokemon. And it was the same deal. You have so much imagination. You know, and that's the thing. I feel like these days I don't. I feel like my imagination has very much been hindered. And I think it's because I accidentally used it all at that time. I think those are my best times are behind me. My best ideas were back then. I don't think I could ever make something as brilliant as Gary Stupid today. Oh. Give me 1 second. Oh, man. You know, maybe one day we'll make like a skit or something about Gary Stupid. You know what? That would be fun. Let's just make the Gary Stupid pilot. Let's just film it. Okay, it might be kind of hard because we're gonna have to get like a prosthetic penis or something. Prosthetic penis, a dildo. We'll have to get like a dildo or something to serve as like the phone, the cock phone. No! Fuck. It was going so well. That was Doc McStuffins coming back from the grave to fuck with me one last time for writing that fuck-ass story. Well, I say writing, but it was more like, you know, like classic, like Native American folk tales or something. I think that's the beauty of Gary Stupid. And I think that's another thing that makes him hold up better than Retard, is those stories were never written down. They were passed down word of mouth, like all good myths and legends are. Gary Stupid is up there with the fucking greats, all right? And to some, he's terrifying. He's a haunting entity like the Wendigo or Skinwalker. To some, he's like a legendary god among men like Heracles or something. But to me, he's just a guy who wanted to pretend that his cock was a phone, you know? But the best I could ask for is that Gary Stupid, no matter how anyone perceives him, remains in the public zeitgeist. Please pass the stories of Gary Stupid on to your loved ones, your children, your grandchildren, your friends' children and grandchildren, hell, strangers' children and grandchildren. Just pass it on. Gary Stupid was Mr. Frog before Mr. Frog. Not quite as violent at first, though. The violence came later. Like I said, at first, honestly, he was just kind of mischievous. Maybe at most, you know, you could argue he was like, well, it's not much of an argument. He definitely did, I'd say, textbook commit sexual assault by having that guy pick up his cock as a phone. But otherwise, he was not very violent, right? Like, he didn't assault people until the Doc McStuffins arc. And unfortunately, any stories in between those two things, I just don't remember. I'm sure there were many. Because like you said, there was Larry Stupid as well. Larry Stupid, I remember, had some stories with him too. But those are lost media. Lost to time. Because they were never written down. It's so unfortunate. Man. So I almost wish sometime Larry was found dead in Vietnam, I'm pretty sure. Makes sense. That makes sense. Sometimes I wish I've always had this thought that it would be really cool that when you die, you could have you could see like a highlight reel, right? Like imagine you're in this ethereal realm with a big ethereal TV in front of you, and it's like whatever you want to see from your life, watch it right here. So you would look up like what things made me laugh the most in my life, right? What was my best idea, shit like that, so on and so forth. I would love to just turn on my conversations in middle school about like Gary Stupid and shit to see how those played out. I would love to hear those from my own middle schooler mouth. What the fuck was I going? What was I on? What was I thinking? What was the thought process? You know, it's like I wish I could go back and listen to, you know, Aristotle give a speech or something. You know. Plus one to like random lucky charm. Sure, why not? That would be. I think that would be the coolest use of time travel. Honestly, is just to go witness history being made. If I can convince one of my friends to do it, I will absolutely make a Gary Stupid skit. I will make the Gary Stupid pilot episode a reality. Which is it's funny because it would be like max 5 minutes long. The question is really the big important question is who would play Gary Stupid? Because I always imagined Gary Stupid as kind of like a bit of a lean figure. I almost imagine him looking like Mr. Bean or something, but like younger, maybe like blonde hair. Like I don't know. I don't know who would play the titular character of Gary Stupid. Especially because I do the voice. So, I mean, I could always do it in post. Maybe, like, have Leon be the body of Gary Stupid or something, and I'll be the voice. And then we'll just have to have Leon, we'll just record him breaking into a home. He'll lay down on a table and whip his cock out. And then Zach can be like he can be the homeowner who grabs the dildo, well, grabs the penis, but it's a dildo prop, thinking it's a phone, get disgusted, throw it, lands, it's gonna land in Leon's throat, and Leon chokes to death and dies, and that's that's the pilot. Quick, easy, and I think it gets the point across of what Gary Stupid is all about. It's just ridiculous. It is kind of crazy, because well, yeah, he has to choke on it. What do you think it's going to be in his nostrils or something? I'm talking about the Gary Stupid plot, the Gary Stupid pilot episode. Do you remember Gary Stupid, Crow? Because you weren't at the middle school that we were in 6th grade, but I feel like I talked about it in the other school too. Oh, well, I don't feel like explaining it all again. Basically, Gary Stupid was just a dumb ass character I made in middle school. You did miss out. You did miss out. Like, I hate to break it to you, but like, you missed a generational experience by not experiencing Gary Stupid. I kind of want to clip the me explaining what Gary Stupid is and put it online and see what people say. I wonder what the public perception of Gary Stupid would look like. Fucking the other day, I wanted to go back to the one VOD where Crow, Dinsey, and I were just talking about the most random bullshit. And this is when I was like going through my computer files to like clear up space because every stream I do gets saved on my PC as well. And I couldn't fucking find it. Now, luckily, it exists on YouTube and Twitch still, but I couldn't fucking find it, which was really annoying because it would make clipping stuff easier. But I was like, man, we said so much crazy shit on there that I would love to clip. I haven't made clips of my streams in forever. And I gotta put Gary Stupid out into the world. He's been in the attic too long, collecting dust. It's unfair. His phone needs to ring one more time for the whole world to hear. I'll make like a cool ass trailer. It's like a black screen, and it's like ring ring, like put reverb on it, ring ring, and then like you slowly see the title coming in. Somebody answer the phone, and then Gary Stupid. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be fantastic. That'll be a future project. Did Calvin go to our middle school in 6th grade? Did he know about Gary Stupid? Was he involved in that? I feel like he was. It'll start off as normal ringing and then slowly transition, you're right. Somebody answer the phone. Oh, hey, speak of the devil. That's my penis. Okay. He just knew the legends of Gary Stupid. I feel like I remember that I had one particular friend who hated Gary Stupid. He would be a part of the ring. He would be a part of like the cool ass like campfire story circle. Where we'd be talking about it, but he just did not want to be involved. And I almost wonder if it was him. Or he's just like, fucking Gary Stupid again. This fucking character. But I don't know. I really don't remember who was a part of like my circle at that school. Like obviously I know there's like the obvious people who I still kept in touch with. But I can't remember like for sure. I feel like I have a better idea of like my greater friend group during my time at K middle school than I do E middle school. Cause like I used to just have random connections to random people at K. Like I always talk about Paul. I remember meeting Paul there, and I genuinely don't remember how the fuck Paul and I became friends. But like we would just talk about random shit too. I think it was him that I came up with the Ass Ketchup stories, which were literally just about like a shitty rip-off of Ash Ketchum that would go beat up and fight Pokemon and then get his ass whooped because you're fighting Pokemon who are strong as shit. And then he would also like fuck low punnies and stuff because look, I was a middle schooler. Of course I was thinking about fucking low punnies. Me sitting there was another guy, but I don't remember his first name. I think his last name was Glenn or something. I think I know who you're talking about though. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot he went to that school because he went to one of my elementary schools too. Oh my god, what is his name? He was actually nice. I remember when I first met him back in like 3rd grade, I hated the guy. But as time went on, we became friends. Oh, that Glenn. Never mind. Caden. Yeah, I remember Caden. He was a part of the group? No way. Caden was such a sweet boy. I remember he went to my elementary school, my 4th grade school, and he was like the only boy who kind of stood out because he was too sweet for all the weirdos that I hung out with. Um, was he really chilling with us during our time in middle school? I don't know. Also, I was thinking of Garrett. I think Garrett hung around us a little bit during middle school. Can't remember his last name. Is there anyone else? I think I would assume that Draven would be in and out of the circle as well, because Draven and I were neighbors and we were good friends. Obviously, Jontez. Leon I hadn't reconvened with yet. He had a real last name. I would assume. Okay, that scared me for a second because on my screen, Crow and Dinzy right now have like similar colors for their names. So I was like, Dinzy, how the fuck do you know that? Yeah, I think he did. I'm fairly certain he did. Halves the base chance, double your coins. We'll make shit free. I don't have any. Oh, duh. What am I thinking? Of course, yeah, Dinzy was there. In fact, Dinzy introduced me to all my friends. She approached me one day and was like, "Dude, you look lonely and stupid and lame." So she like, helped me become friends with people. I don't know how much I've talked about it. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it like relatively extensively on stream, but like I don't know who all was there. I don't know who all knows the story. But there's this guy I used to know. I've known for a long time. I knew him since like 4th grade. And he always kind of had this bad blood with me because he was like, "You stole my friends," so on and so forth. Right. And basically, in modern times, right, like a couple years ago, we had this massive this huge falling out. And before that, he was talking about how all these reasons why he hated me growing up. He was like, "You stole my friends, and you were always like the cooler one that everyone liked more." All this crazy shit, right? And oftentimes I was like, "Dude, I didn't even want to be involved in this story. I did not want to be the fucking, the L to your light, right? I didn't ask to be the Joker to your Akechi." But there are times when I look back where I'm like, damn, he got fucked over. And it wasn't even my fault. But I was at the center of it, probably, for sure. Because when we went from... So, in 5th grade, my friend group was... We'll call him Gary, I guess. My friend group was myself, Jontez, my friend Draven, Gary, Stanley, and Caden, kind of. Like I said, he was a sweet boy. He should not have been a part of that group. So, like, 6 of us. Did I already mention Jontez? I will feel so stupid if I didn't say Jontez. So it was like 6 or 7 of us, right? Whatever. When we got to middle school, for some reason, and Father Manager, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't we have a period of time, at least for a while, where you had like assigned seats at lunch or something like that? Like you had to sit at specific tables at lunch, or it was something like, if you sit here, you're not okay. I'm not crazy. So we had assigned seats, and this dude got so unlucky because like me and basically all the homies from elementary school were like right next to each other, except Gary, who was on like the other side of the cafeteria, like at least a couple tables down. And it's like, when I look back at moments like that, it's like, okay, I can see why you'd be upset with me, because I ended up being the guy who just got luckier than you. But man, at the same time, he went way off the deep end. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna say, you can't blame me for everything, bro. It wasn't I can only be the cause for so many things, all right? I didn't make you do what you did. You know what you did. Dude. Oh no, it started before that. It started as soon as elementary school, and I apparently started stealing his friends. That was it. Yep, he just couldn't play the hand he was dealt. Instead, he was putting his hands where he shouldn't be, and he got in trouble for it. It is weird though. I had like a reputation for a while in my friend group in elementary school as like the best friend stealer, because I know there was a period of time where like, Stanley and I were like real tight, and so Draven was like, "You stole my best friend," and it's like, dude, I did nothing, right? This isn't like, it's not like a fucking. I don't have like a paper that says I have custody of your best friend, right? It's not my fault if he's talking to me more than you right now. Take it up with him. And same thing with fucking John Tez. John Tez and I literally became friends because I went to him and said, "You're the same skin color as me. Do you want to be friends?" And he said, "Shit." We became friends. And Gary did not fuck with that. And the funniest part about that is one day I went to John Tez and I told him that. I told him that story like years later. And he was like, "I didn't even consider Gary that close of a friend." And I was like, damn, my bad, dude. Actually, no, not my bad. That was further proof it was not my fault. Hey, look. I had just gone to a new school, and I was like, how do I make friends here? I don't know where to start. Let's just start with whoever looks most like me. And it worked. Me and John Tez have been best friends for what? 13, 14 years now? And he beat me up in an Arby's. That says a lot because he hates Arby's. Look, all I'm saying is I didn't swoop in and like throw like a best friend potion onto them and make them my friends. Clearly I just had that aura about me, and they said, "You know what? I fucks with this guy. It's not on me. It's not on me." Triggers randomly 30%, re-rolls all symbols that are not inside a pattern during. That's flames. I want that. I'm gonna take a risk. Maybe. Hold on, let's do this first. I kept spiking your milk with friendship potion. I don't even think I drank milk at school. I think I feel like I only remember one particular time in school where I actually drank this. I'm gonna go grab some water.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing twilight on and on, without the clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter at post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark.
I mean, when will you stop? It doesn't help that Gary actually thinks I also chose you over him in our friendship. Yeah, that makes it. I never even considered that. You're right. You're right. He probably feels that about. He might feel that way about you and Cash Money for that matter. Now that I think about it, shit. I guess I never really considered too much like how he felt in the fallout of all that, except for like the obvious stuff with Teddy Bear is what I'll call her. When we stop, shameless. I mean, I'll come out and say it straight up. Stole my friends. I've been. No. You don't want to be Gary. You don't want to be Gary, Father Mounter. I'm telling you right now. I don't think you want Gary's record. I don't think you do. All I'm saying is that Gary went further off the wall than just being upset, than just being jealous about me. It went much further than that. It rhymes with. No. I won't say rhymes with. It's synonymous with Epstein Island. We'll say that much. Yeah. Who feels what towards... Oh, I was saying that, after the fallout with this character that we're talking about here, I think just like how he felt like I stole John Tiz's best friend, he probably did feel like, I had stolen Crow and Cash Money away from him. Because he was... I'm trying not to give too much away about his identity, even though it's all public information. But he was, like, an important figure during the Systems times. So, that was all, like, one big conglomerate. And obviously, they were, like, very close before even that. And so when everything fell apart and Crow and I and Cash Money and I remained friends, there was probably this whole thing about, like, oh, you took them from me, just like with John Tiz. Like I said, I've barely talked to the guy since that fallout, so I can't say. But that was a joke. I am Father, and I am not Gary. My name doesn't even rhyme with Gary. That's true. That's true. No. The Systems fallout happened in 2023. Right? Because I think it was when I was moving into this house, yeah. And then I helped Cash Money move, and it was still going on. Yeah, so it's oh yeah, you know this person. You explicitly know this person. I just didn't want to say his name. Like, if you find out through deductive reasonings, hey, there's only so much I can do about that. But I didn't want to explicitly say his name, even if he kind of deserves it. Yeah. So I've talked about it before, and I don't want to rehash the same stuff over and over again. I don't want to bore anybody who already knows about it. But it's basically just when system stuff was going on, this fucking dude was having troubles with his girlfriend at the time because he kept cheating on her, which I didn't know that at the time. But he would bring her to like systems recordings, and I would talk to her. We'd be cool. And one day he was like, "Hey, my girlfriend thinks you're cute." And I was like, "Okay." Tell her I said thanks, I guess. Then they like officially broke up one day, and he was like, "Hey, ex-girlfriend here wants to be your friend." He was like, "Out of all the people I know, you're the only person that she wants to be friends with." And I was like, "Okay." So we became friends. We talked. After a while, things led to something. We did stuff, and then things went fucking haywire. Things fucking collapsed so fucking fast. And yeah, it was crazy. One day we'll actually like talk about it on systems, because I feel like it's something that we can't leave unaddressed. It's just, we haven't really been able to do systems because Cash Money lives like 2 hours away now, and then half of the crew is gone. So it's not as easy. And then, of course, the place we used to record at, not available to us anymore. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I guess honestly, now that I think about it, the stuff we're working on right now with our D&D stuff, which I haven't talked about much on here, but we're setting up like some D&D projects that we could hopefully like record in the future. I guess when we get that set up, we could always use that space to record systems in the future, but even then it's still inconvenient because it takes like 30, 40 minutes for me to get out to everybody else. But I don't know, we'll figure something out. Maybe one day we'll just do it over Discord or something. I just want to make sure that everyone's audio quality is good. I want to retain that same kind of bro feeling that Systems had when we had it going on. I am not making enough right now. Let's grab this. Oh, I have my lucky charms are full. Fuck. Golden modifier. I actually wanted to. I was gonna ask Leon about that because there was something specific that I was like, we should probably work that out before we decide. Ah, fuck, what was it? Oh, I think it was related to audio because I was like, I know we were talking about microphone situations and stuff, and I was like, we very well could get something like a bit cheaper or like a bit easier to set up with microphones, but I feel like that will be better suited for if we decide to do recordings because post processing. Um, but I don't know yet. I don't know. We still have so much to figure out with that. There's still so many unknowns and things left in the air, so we'll have to see. Because I also don't know where we're doing it yet. I wasn't like I was thinking recently, okay, that could probably very well just be something we do on the systems channel, since that's like the channel for like group activities like that. But I'd feel weird just kind of randomly coming back and doing that on systems without having already set the precedent that the channel is back, you know, without having done like its you know, reboot, I guess. Because when the channel comes back, we're gonna have to do a whole thing with it, and it's gonna have to include Cash Money. I feel like that's just necessary. I feel like it has to come back with like a proper podcast episode. So I'd hate to just like randomly be like, "Hey, look, an upload on systems," and it's something completely different from what you saw when you watched last. So I still don't know what we're even gonna do it on. We'll see. I fucking started working on it the moment I joined the stream, and it took me until now to get this one effect that I made. I'm satisfied with. Damn. Hey, you know that's I think that's less so an editor thing and more so an artist thing, right? Being satisfied with what you make. We could. I just feel like I don't know. I just don't want to use the brand name randomly. I guess without setting a precedent that like, hey, Systems is back. You know. Whenever you score only one pattern with either diamonds or treasures, trigger it 2 additional times. Yeah, I'll take that. Fuck it. But I guess we'll see. I don't know. Because we still don't know when that setup's even going to be completely done. Since obviously we're working on the more aesthetic side of things and like general setup like table. But we still have a while before we figure out stuff about you know, mics, cameras, PCs, getting all of that going, lighting as well. So we discussed that recently. The lighting in that room is literally non-existent, so we gotta figure that out too. Oh, and you know what? Let me send. I was gonna send because I'm not gonna be able to come by today either. Let me send Leon a text, Leon Jantes, see if they can't work on clearing out that room a bit before we come by next. Guys. Yeah, there's some stuff they might need our help with, but some of it is like I'm sure they could do it on their own. Um Yeah, I don't know. We still got quite a few things to set up. Just give everyone flashlights. So, okay, the game is literally it's like Balatro, but instead of poker, it's slots. I have to meet certain deadlines by earning a certain amount of chips, and I deposit them in the ATM, and then I move on. The highest I've made it is deadline 14. That was my very first run. Every subsequent run has been butt cheeks compared to my first one. So I guess if I were to compare it to Balatro, I made it like just above the first like boss blind, I guess. Well, I don't know how long this game is, so I don't know exactly what the relative thing would be, but once I got past round 12, and once I got to round 12, I was able to get like a key for the drawer, so I'm assuming that, that was like a checkpoint. I don't know how long this game goes. I don't know if there's truly like beating the game or not. My guess is that I have to get one key for every drawer, and then I'll get the final key to leave. My only problem with that theory is that if that's the case, and it's 12 rounds per key, this is going to take fucking forever. It's like 60 rounds. Oh, that could very well be possible. One of the drawers has it. Yeah, I'll cop that real quick. You got some more heat, huh? Is it another game suggestion called 12 Minutes? Oh, I know that game. Is it like the camera is like pointing down at the people? And then, like you're like stuck in a time loop of trying to make like the right decisions? Yeah. I've not seen a full playthrough of it. I've just seen part of it. So like I know what it is. But I don't know what happens really in it aside from like the general. I know the start of it, where it's like you go to like your wife's apartment or something, or like your girlfriend's apartment, and then like some guy tries to attack you. That's the most I know about the actual lore or story. Anything else? No clue. It's never as good if you know it. Well, like I said, I don't know that much. I could probably still, like, if I played it, it would still be pretty blind because I've never seen an ending to it. Because I was watching Oni Plays play it, and Oni Plays historically just does not finish it oftentimes. Doesn't know what they're doing a lot of times. So, yeah, I've never seen like a full playthrough or anything. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, wait. What do we got in here? I have 8 tickets right now. And I have a lot of spaces. Maybe just that for now. Do I have any triggers randomly things? Oh yeah, these. Okay, let's do this real quick. I don't have many coins, so I feel like it'd be a waste to do that one. I guess I can just take this for free real quick. But I might as well just buy it at that point. I could have clovers and bells, which will make the other stuff more common, I guess. Yeah, I can add it. I can add that to the list. Do you know how much it is on like Steam? I don't know if it if it even costs money. I'm assuming it does because I think it had like celebrity voices in it and stuff. It was like weird ass castings. Kroner. Hmm. Now what is that in the Japanese yen? I'll buy it on my region locked Nintendo Switch. $200. That's cheap as fuck. 60% off? Damn. How much is it usually then? That's kind of crazy. Oh, okay. Damn. I thought I was about to get like a $2 game for a second. I mean, $9.99 is still pretty good though. So close. You want a real game for like $2? You got a suggestion? It better not be fucking what was that shit called? Kotal Negori. Kotal. Check out Brazilian Drug Dealer 3. I opened a portal to hell in the favela trying to revive Mit I need to close it. That sounds flames. That sounds what Zach, whatever you were recommending me, that's gonna have to go. That's gonna have to wait because Brazilian Drug Dealer 3 sounds fire. How long is it? Think I can make like a 100 episode series out of it? This is the best game to ever do it. That's why it's the gold. Yo, jackpot, nice. 5 minutes or 600 hours, depending. Okay, fair enough. Depends on if I decide to do a 100% completion run. Yeah, 100%ing that game is like a whole fucking task. 100% route is 5 minutes. Oh, goodness gracious. So 600 hours is like assuming that like I'm a lobotomite or something. Then it might take that long. What do you mean? I have enough coins. If you don't 100% it, it's 6 hours. Okay. So it has very little to do, and thus it's not that hard to 100% complete it. But if you decide to do nothing, you can play for 600 hours. Makes sense. Speaking of doing nothing for 600 hours, I've played this game for fucking ever, and I've only had one decent run. So I think that's where I'm going to call it. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. I need to start like keeping like a packet of honey nearby to just slurp up honey down my throat or something. And plus I'm getting tired. Like I said, I didn't get to sleep as long as I wanted to. So I'll probably go take a nap. But I had fun. I enjoyed myself. You know, it took me a minute to get into my stride to actually start, you know, getting energetic. I was so tired at the start. You know, I really don't blame that guy for saying that the stream sucked because it kind of did. I was so fucking tired. Probably looked like I was high or something. But I had fun. I did enjoy myself as my energy got up. Thank you guys for being here. That's what really makes these fun. If I was alone the whole time, I would have just been super bored. Oh yeah, some guy just came in. He just said like this stream sucks. Quit YouTube, something like that. And like I said, I can't even blame him. If that guy just showed up and saw me just being like, we got a couple of lemons. Like, hey, I was tired. I don't blame him. Stream can never suck because it's your stream. Thank you, Dinzy. I appreciate that. Don't look up what Obama did to Kunduz. Sorry, my cat walked in my keyboard. You know, clearly they must have swept whatever he did under the rug really well, because I've never even heard of that word. But yeah, anyways. I'm super tired. Thank you guys for being here. Very much appreciate it. I might stream tomorrow. I mean, I have a couple of games that I've been needing to play. Before I go, I want to check something out real quick. Because let me quit. So, the 9th, October 9th, 1 week from now, we will be playing Little Nightmares 3. That's when it comes out. I wanted to be able to play it with Crow because from what I know, it's supposed to be multiplayer. I don't know if how that's going to be set up though. I don't know if he has to buy the game to play it with me or anything, because I can't open it. It's not actually out yet, so I don't know. But I'll have it. So definitely going to play that on the 9th. And then there was one other. Obviously, I want to play more Deep Sleep at some point. Oh yes, and then Hades, because Father was kind enough to give me Hades, so I want to play Hades at some point too. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff, and then I just have other games that maybe I'll play on here one day. If I don't stream them, maybe I'll record them. Like I wanted to play Ni no Kuni. There was like a Ni no Kuni remastered up on Steam, and I was like, yeah, I'll grab it. Apparently Ni no Kuni's good. Oh yeah, Outer Wilds. I haven't. How much is that on Steam? Because I forgot to check it out. $14. That's actually pretty good. Let me put that in here. Outer Wilds, and then it was 12 minutes. I'm gonna put these. Oh, do you like Ni no Kuni, Crow? Then maybe I will play that on here. I don't know how long that game is. It's a JRPG from what I understand, so I imagine it's not exactly short, but put that in my wish list because I really want to play that. I also thought about playing No, I'm Not Human, but I think I've already passed the kind of peak of that game. Everybody's played it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to offer anything too interesting. I mean, I'll put it on my wish list. 3 decades long. I book prepared to put in a couple of days. Okay, I figured, like I said, it's JRPG. They tend to be long. But with how consistent I've been for streaming lately, maybe that's not the biggest deal. Yeah, I don't know. I have no shortage of things to play though, basically. So hopefully we can get up to some fun stuff in the upcoming future, because yeah, I've been streaming a lot more than I'd expect, a lot more. And now that I have like a new, what do you call it, like editing software going, I'm trying to get some more videos ready to go. I have a couple of really long videos I plan to put out, because I did a full playthrough of a game called Fury, Furi, that I'm gonna upload. I have so much peak footage to edit and upload. So yeah, expect some very long videos on the YouTube channel as well. Got a lot ahead of us, guys. And it feels good to be doing it with you all, but I'm tired. I'm so tired. So have a good night, everybody, or good morning, good afternoon, whatever the hell it is for you. And I will see you next time. Whatever that will be, I don't know yet, but I'll see you. Bye-bye.